What's going on, people? What is going on? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Today is Friday, right?
Oh,
Ain't today Friday?
yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
So
Oh
that
yeah.
means it is Friday Night Madness with your boys, 6-man K Styles, as you already know. We in this business here with the enemy of the state, the mad scientist, Mad Mike Sports.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah, dig it. And welcome to Friday Night Madness. As what we say, this is where all the madness comes about. This is where all the ignorance may come through. But at the end of the day, we entertaining y'all while we entertaining ourselves. So
Ooh
as we already start this show off, you know we got to hit them with 3 words.
All right, there we go. All right. Real. It wouldn't get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know because we ain't do it yesterday. It was kind of bottled up inside. So, and
it's a
today's
little
roll
bit.
call, we're gonna start it off with Joseph Thornton. We got Ghost Peppers in the building. We got Marlon Johnson, Pat Norris, Low Ski, Noah Tyndale. That is the professor. Y'all make sure y'all show him some love. That's the statistician as well as with Mike. We got John Smith. He said he's a first-time chatter. Y'all make sure y'all show him some love
Yo,
and
show
welcome him
him
to the
some
chat.
love for real.
Exactly. We got first-time chatters in here. We got Atlanta Nation, ATL Leo, Andrew G, Quint Braun, Aunt J. That's our peoples. That's one of our peoples over here who be looking out for us. Jerry Bowie's another one. Brian Peoples, Isaac Crimes, Mac Town Mike, Angelo Hart, D. Coleman, Cartier Walker in the building. We got one of our player partners over here, Rakondo in the building, Jack Savage, Melvin Emery, Daniel Bell, Georgia Red Clay, Bobby Boy Zone 3, Sean the Mechanic, RC Mechanic, Floyd Donnelly, Lucas Strichter, Frank Rozier. Hey, they deep right now. We already got 61 people in here ready to talk about what we got going on tonight. And Vlad done
Ooh.
came in here too.
Blah
Hey,
blah
Mike,
blah.
what? Man, Ray, fit your ass ain't no first time chat. Get your ass on somewhere.
The fuck out of here. Damn
Appreciate
lie.
everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody joining with us, man. Mike, what do we have in store for them today as we hold on? As y'all seen from the title of the show, pretty much what today's title is going to compromise is what did Arthur Smith say, particularly about what he want his quarterbacks to do?
Oh yeah. Move your body. Move your body. Move your body. Move your
Rock your
body.
body. Rock your body. Move your body. If y'all don't know what that means, is expect to see some quarterback runs. The one
Okay.
aspect of this Atlanta Falcon team that a lot of people have been cramming for and been complaining about not seeing and stuff actually happen. So, what does that mean? Does that mean adding a new dynamic? Well, I ain't gonna say really a new dynamic, but having a player that's able to execute that dynamic. Could that make a big difference for this offense? Go ahead, Mike. The floor is yours. I just had to set it up for you.
I believe so. I think this is going to um shock a lot of people. I've been to a couple of games last year. For the most part, we can't go to a lot of games because we got to get back fast and do these live shows for you guys. So it's difficult for us to kind of make in-season games. But we've been through quite a few. We try to go to as many preseason games as we go. So reason why I say that is that people don't really get up for the prototypical pass. The crowds in Atlanta, for the most part, they like to see big plays. They like to see big runs, and they want to be entertained. And I think where they're going with it, I think it's going to surprise the hell out of a lot of fans. I truly believe that. Arthur Smith stated that he wants, well, he will, and we will see a lot of people moving around. You're going to see quarterbacks moving around. We're not going to see the same stationary, prototypical pocket quarterback. There's no dig at Matt Ryan. There's no dig at Drew Brees. There's no dig at Tom Brady because they're great quarterbacks in their own right. But I think for different style, whatever your quarterback, your offensive coordinator, whatever style of quarterback that he prefers, we're going to see this year. But I think this is a bigger issue for a position for 5 guys up front on this offense. I think this is really going to be exciting for those guys. I think we're going to really see a different type of offensive line. And just, I don't think we're going to see anything like what we saw last year. I'm so serious about that. People just, they keep focusing on last year. And I'm telling you right now, this is my big prediction. You know how I am with predictions and takes. I'm putting that shit to the back burner. I'm telling you right now, y'all gonna love this fucking offense. I promise you that. You're gonna love what you see. Because what we saw at Cincinnati, you go back and watch Cincinnati games, you go back and watch a lot of those Tennessee Titan games, they were scoring a hell of a lot of points. It wasn't the pretty football, but Tennessee scored points. They smashed you in the face. The offensive line smashed you in the face. The wide receivers smashed you. They blocked. They did everything. And they had big plays in the running games from the quarterback, from the running back, from everybody. So I'm telling you right now, Falcons fans, get ready. Get ready. I promise you this is going to be a completely different offense. Get the fuck ready.
Yeah, I'm Brian Peeps. I'm like you. I'm with you. I'm like, damn, Mike with a prediction. Yeah, that is so rare.
Yeah.
But
I told y'all, you know what? Don't look. I'm telling y'all, don't get comfortable with me, because I shock the shit out you.
Well, here's a particular thing, and we're gonna kind of go in it like this. As far as we're gonna go ahead and answer the question, as far as why Desmond Ridder. Why Desmond Ridder? If you like Mike said, if you actually look at the offense they run at Cincinnati, you may say, well, they didn't play against the SEC and stuff like that on a daily basis. But if you look at the principles of that Cincinnati offense, it's very similar to what Arthur Smith loved to run.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest difference is, actually, it really ain't too much of a damn difference because that Cincinnati offensive line was not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The running game was half and half-assed. So you bringing in a quarterback you bringing a quarterback into a situation that is not going to shell shock his ass with. Now, this is one particular stat that a lot of people don't really talk about with Desmond Ridder was he led the nation in touchdown throws in the red zone. In touchdowns in the red zone.
Ooh. Efficiency.
What is efficiency? You could point to a few throws and say, well, he has to work on that. Hell, goddamn, everybody got shit they need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to look at the little things. Arthur Smith wants to run that RPO. He wants to run that read option. Even with Marcus Mariota.
How the hell TikTok just decided they
Oh,
want to just make its
boy, I
appearance
thought,
on
boy,
what
boy,
the hell?
I thought you was gonna pull one of those things, and be like, "Kill John Lennon." I've been hearing that shit all the time. Like, God damn, bro,
Bruh,
that shit made me want to watch South Park like a motherfucker just for that one episode. Motherfucker
hey
Butter
man,
said that. Motherfucker Butter said he read the book. He like, "Kill John Lennon, kill John." The man literally,
yeah. I remember
motherfucker
now.
literally went to his dad and asked his dad where John Lennon lived. What his son said? Well, son, John Lennon's been dead for a long time now. He said, "Oh," and he ran around in sadness. But yeah, like I said, if you look at Arthur Smith and how he likes to call plays and what type of quarterbacks that he used to, it's going, like I said, it's going to pertain to moving that pocket to kind of move it all around. But Mike, I got a question for you on this. Sounds like it makes that Justin Schaefer draft pick a lot more valuable than we fucking realize.
Ooh. That's why I brought up the offensive line. I keep telling people, man, the offensive line is they're not gonna be in the same places where we're accustomed to seeing them. Meaning you're gonna see a lot of pulling. That's why he brought up Justin Schaefer. Because at Georgia, that's exactly how they use them. They use them in situations where, especially when Stetson Bennett was in the game versus, I don't know, I just draw a blank, but Stetson Bennett was in the game.
You forgot JT Daniels already.
JT. I don't know why I was thinking about Justin Beck. I was thinking about Justin Beck. I don't know why, but yeah, they use them in a lot of situations where they pull the guard to help get a blocker in front of Stetson Bennett when he decided to scramble and whatnot, when they had the design run. So you're going to see a lot. I'm going to tell you another prediction also. So you got two of them from me this year. Prepare to see Chris Lindstrom go to the Pro Bowl. This is about to be a huge fucking year for him. You about to see some nasty, disgusting offensive line play. I'm telling you right now, people, your boy Michael Vick had decided to come back and play in the fan control football league. I'm telling you right now, this is what people want. They want to see the mobile quarterback. They want to see, guys move around. They want to see the running game. They want to see things open up. And like football fans like us, we don't have any issue with being a mobile quarterback or having a mobile quarterback. Our issue is we want to build the entire team the proper way. And I'm telling you right now, like Chris Lindstrom, forget being able to go out and get all these free agents because we got $100 million. I'm telling you right now, most of that money is going to go to the offensive line. And that's probably nothing. That's probably something that y'all motherfuckers don't want nothing to do with. Don't want nothing to do with. But I'm telling you right now, Chris Lindstrom is about to be a star. Mark it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck. I promise you that.
Yeah. I'm about to make a prediction my damn self. Since we in the mood of giving predictions.
He never do that. Wow.
I'm gonna give y'all a prediction right now. Now, we're not guaranteed that this might be right or not, but I'm gonna say it like this. Tyler Algier gonna be the best running back in our backfield this year, come week 7.
Ooh, wow. Man. Whew. Boy, you get me, boy. I'm so excited to see this running game, bro. Like, boy, we've been passing the ball for so long. I'm really see this running game. I really am, bro. I'm excited.
But I would say, like I said, I would say like this, and if we're comparing it to Tennessee offense and stuff like that, let me ask y'all a question. When we pertaining to Tennessee, concerning last year with King Henry.
Mm-hmm.
He was out for 9 games.
Ooh,
am I right?
Yes. I like where you're going with this.
But they were still the number 1 seed in the AFC with no Julio and AJ Brown half the time. What did they do? Everybody, what did they do?
What did they?
What did they do? Yeah. What did they do?
Ooh.
I think they ran the ball very well.
What did you do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. 2,400 rushing yards, and 900 of that was by Derrick Henry by himself, which means they had 1,500 rushing yards as a whole total team.
Ooh.
Which is a damn shame too, because they, without Derrick Henry, they outran our asses for 9 games. Ain't that about a bit?
we had 1,400 yards rushing last year. If you do the math on that, that's less than 100 yards a game. That's what 17 games, 18 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's yeah. We didn't do too good at all.
Bro, if you took Derrick Henry out of that whole entire equation for them, they outran us by 100 yards in 9 games. Donta Foreman had almost 600 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm.
So is Derrick Henry really King Henry, or is he a product of that offensive line? What are they trying to do up here? They trying to establish an offensive line. Oh yeah. Also make sure y'all drink y'all liquids too.
High quality
H2O.
I'm on a weird fast. I'm drinking nothing but water for the next 21 days or so. Nothing but water. So gotta clean yourself up, bro. Take care of your body.
Right. But like I said, I digress from my point. Who outside of Chris Lindstrom will this offense with this ideology of moving the quarterback around, using a lot of these draws and stuff like that? Who do you think this will help the most? Who do you think benefits the most out of this ideology change as far as how they want this offense ran?
The guards in the center. I really like. That's why I made the predictions for Chris Lindstrom, and not to take anything away from Hennessy and Mayfield, because I think Mayfield is going to take a step forward too. But I really believe the guards, the middle of that offense is going to be. They're going to be doing what they're bred to do. Be fucking animals.
Right.
Offensive line of bred to be animals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you want to do. If you are offensive lineman, you want to be disgusting. You want to be physical. You want to put people on the ground. You want to wrestle. Okay,
Wow.
That's your game. Now they about to be able to do what they do.
Exactly. See, goddamn it. See, this is why I said this is my light skinned twin, the professor over here. Me and him on the same page on this shit. I like, ain't this
Oh,
about a bitch? Ain't this about
wow.
a bitch? We we doppelganger yin and yang type folks here.
Right.
I'm black, he's light. Yeah. But
Oh boy.
I think like I said, I think this ideology change is definitely going to help the defense a lot more than we realize, because now you're putting more emphasis on running the ball and trying to establish ball control. You have the opportunity to keep this defense fresh by running the clock.
Ooh, that's a great point.
Like you said, the offense was 31st. Like you said, the offense was 31st in the league last year in snaps per game and plays per game.
Mm-hmm. That's
Which
bad.
means the defense is on the field a whole lot. Why? What did OG Sam always say? You got to run the ball, bro. What do I say? Run the damn ball. It's a universal philosophy, and it helps the whole team. It establishes a mindset by running that clock in your face. I've seen this question here. I guess we'll go ahead and answer this question right here. He's like, why as a franchise have we not emphasized offensive line even when we had Matt Ryan as QB1? Lack of evaluation, salary cap. No, it's because they wanted to build the greatest show on turf and it failed miserably. That's essentially what it did. They focused more on bringing in the skilled players than actually bringing in the uglies to protect the quarterback.
That's his strengths. He came in the league as a guy that brought in skilled players. He scouted defensive ends, running backs, cornerbacks, wide receivers, and those things. Those were his strengths. He was never qualified to judge defensive linemen like that, offensive linemen.
Right, because you was bringing in offensive linemen, but you was bringing in offensive linemen that was no damn good. Well,
right.
I ain't gonna say all of them were no damn good, but it was a good portion of them that weren't worth a damn. Because if you actually paid attention to that 16-17 Falcons offensive line, it really wasn't a good offensive line as far as. Nah, they was good at running the ball. That's what they do. That's what they did. But as far as protecting the quarterback, they wasn't worth damn, because Matt Ryan was still getting hit.
Yeah, he was getting hit.
But the mindset of the team building at that time was, we're going to be the most explosive offense in the NFL. That was the mindset behind it, and you can't always be like that. Like Arthur Smith said in the quote yesterday that I said on the show, the great teams know how to rebuild every year. Which means you can't be comfortable with what you got, but you got to improve on it. You can't be comfortable with what you got. Improve every year like you sucked last year.
Yeah.
And that's the mindset that he has.
You never get comfortable with a certain style. This is what this team is going to be. You know what I'm saying? I'll say this about. This is a perfect example of that. It's Golden State. Them dudes rebuilt their team in like 2 years. they rebuilt that entire squad. They was on the verge of becoming an afterthought, especially when Klay Thompson went out with that torn ACL and Achilles. Bro, they got Jordan Poole, they got Wiggins, they got a lot of young guys and put them around it. Kelly or Oubre, like they went and really like restructure that team. It's a different team, but they can score out the yin yang. But that's what we mean by being able to restructure your team year after year.
And the one word to put exactly what you just said, Mike, you just put that all in one word. Depth.
Right. Yep. You gotta do it. You gotta have it.
Jack Savage came with another one. He said, "Do you think this team having a mobile quarterback will help the defense learn how to contain other mobile QBs?" Yes, you got to practice against that. I don't think we had an issue with really doing that. See, I think where the issue comes down to is, like I said, it'll help them a little bit because you're going to be practicing against that. Because you have to remember they've literally been practicing against Matt Schaub and Matt Ryan for the last 7 years.
Right.
So I think it'll definitely help them in a way to kind of get their mindsets and practice. Like, okay, this guy is a potential guy that can, and he's a legit quarterback that I'm practicing against. So it's like it can help a little bit, but I wouldn't say it's going to be like a major difference.
Yeah. A lot of defense prefer to play mobile quarterbacks, to be honest. The most dangerous mobile quarterbacks are the ones that can throw the ball as well. We gotta know that.
Oh Lord. I knew something was gonna come of this. Hold on. I'm gonna let you hit this one first, Mike. Go ahead. Go ahead, hit this one up first. Oh yeah, and let y'all know. I had a discussion about Lamar Jackson a couple months ago. I'm told I am the enemy of Baltimore right now. I'm just letting you know that right now. The Baltimore Ravens fans hate my guts right now. But he said if Lamar Jackson doesn't re-sign, Falcons need to go all in on him, especially if Ritter doesn't show nothing. Plus, we have the money next year. You want to hit this one first, Mike?
Yeah, let me say this first. First, okay, this is my first. Lamar Jackson is probably one of the most explosive players to ever play the game. He doesn't have a lot of weaknesses when it comes down to being a quarterback. Outside his accuracy, he can throw the ball. He can read. He can play the RPO. He can do a lot of things as far as being a quarterback. But accuracy has been one thing that he's struggled with mightily. But if you're talking about a playmaker, then Lamar is the epitome of what playmaker means. He is that. With that being said, I ain't got $200 million. You done lost your motherfucking mind if you think I'm gonna pay him $200 million fucking dollars, because that's exactly what he gonna get. Hell no. Hell no. I'm good on that.
I was surprised you actually went that route, but I'm gonna say it like this. Fuck no. Not because Lamar Jackson isn't good, but I'm like I said, Ritter is the quarterback that these guys have been scouting for the last couple years. So they done put their time looking at this guy, seeing what this guy's capable of, seeing if this guy can be the future. Now, you're talking about going all in on a Lamar Jackson. Yes, you're going to have to pay him that money because the quarterback market is not fucking cheap. Deshaun Watson done set this shit up right here.
Ooh, Jesus. Boy, I'm getting.
You said $100 million. You said the money next year. You bring Lamar Jackson in, 70% of that money is gone. You do realize that, right?
On the Yamaha.
70%, at least 60%, 60 to 70% of that money is gone. You still got AJ Terrell you got to deal with because with Jair Alexander getting the contract he got, Terrell ain't cheap. There go your $100 million right there in itself.
Right.
Well, now AJ Terrell still got about a couple more years before they decide to do that. But That's $65 million gone right there. So now your salary cap is down to about 30 million. Who else you gonna bring in here to help him?
I mean,
Like you
because
said,
what we've heard from him is that Drake London sucks. Nobody thinks he's going to be worth for anything. He's slow. He's big.
yeah,
So who he gonna throw to? He got the same issue that he had in Baltimore.
right. And you don't, like you said, I don't really see it. And to be honest with you, I don't really see it as a big ass upgrade from. The only difference between what Lamar brings and what Desmond Ritter brings is that Lamar Jackson is faster.
He runs a 4.4. People act like Desmond Ritter's slow. He runs a 4.4, bro.
4.4. He fast. He fast. See, the thing with his 4.4, see, he's a stride runner, so it doesn't look fast, but it's fast. Lamar is kind of like that too, but he got faster feet. But yeah, like I said,
he ran a 4.34 too. So it's not that much. It's not much that much difference.
Right. But like I said, at that point, like I said, the money is too much. Like you said, they've invested all their time in Desmond. Why would I want to draft a quarterback next year when I've already put my time into looking into this guy? And I know he's starting as a backup, so he's a project.
And that's no disrespect to him. There's no disrespect to Lamar because, like I said, I think he's a great player, but I'm not willing to give up that much money for a quarterback when we already trying to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Build these trenches and build this roster.
Cause think about that $200 that you have to give them. Look how much talent you can put on this team with that $200 million.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the contract. So if it's going to be fully guaranteed, so you're looking at about 60 million a year. Look how much talent you can put on this team with that alone. Look how many guys you can, like you said, this team exceeds expectations with the young guys. You can stack more on that. See, now if you go all in on Lamar Jackson, honestly, it's not an upgrade. You're going to be in the same damn boat with less money.
Still trying to build a defense.
Right. So, because he asked, should we start Ritter right away? Hey. Let Ritter earn the job. See, now if he beats Mariota out before the season starts, right, that's how you do it. But to automatically get him to start, no, this is not how we do. This is not how you do it. I know people look at like Russell Wilson and how that was in Seattle and stuff like that, where Russell Wilson got drafted and he won the job over Matt Flynn, who was absolute garbage. The only reason he got that contract because he threw 7 touchdowns against the Oakland Raiders in the last game of the year. And he got like a $15 million a year contract. Mm-hmm. And got beat out by Russell Wilson in training camp. Let him earn it. Like I said, I want to see him earn it. And then, like you said, you don't have to give up on him after year 1 because that's not how you do this thing. Did Kansas City give up on Patrick Mahomes after year 1 when he didn't play?
I mean, the same for Denver Broncos quarterback. John Elway, like he was a bust coming out. Like he played like absolute horse crap. But they stayed with him, you know, and he eventually got it. That's the same for Brett Favre. You know, Falcons gave up on him, but the Packers saw something in him, and they stuck with him.
Right. And then he's already showing that he got the mannerisms like I'm coming to take his job. But he knows in the back of his mind he still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. It's not a guarantee that you like just in for a talking point. If people talking about Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, it's not a guarantee that these guys got those type of qualities. You see them running around. They play Alabama and Ohio State, two colleges that normally don't put out great quarterbacks in the NFL anyway.
Ooh, boy. Hallelujah, Jesus. They sure don't.
You're taking a huge gamble. Let's see what we got. Hold on. Let's see. Somebody here came with another one. A talk with Willie T here said, "What's wrong with the Atlanta Falcons that their conditioning had not been top notch since they've been in the NFL?" I disagree on that. It just ain't been the. I disagree on that. I disagree on that.
Why would you say that? We want to kind of expand on that. Like, why would you say that they?
I think he's more so talking about the injuries and stuff, like people getting injured, certain players getting injured. But it's not like you have a whole bunch of like guys out for X amount of time and shit every year at the same time.
Man, when that injury bug decide to hit you, there ain't shit you can do about that. I've seen great teams just go down. Like I said, with Julio Jones. Like Julio Jones has been a great, well-conditioned athlete for most of his year. But then that injury bug decided to hit you. It's like, yeah, you can't, recover. So it's like it hits every player. Like at any given time, anybody can get hit. And that's why I was like, for me, it's like to see guys like LeBron James, Tom Brady, Drew Brees play as long as they've been playing without injuries, Matt Ryan without major injuries, bro. It's it's a feat. It's something that I don't frown upon at all.
Because if you look at, for example, with the Falcons, if you looked at the last 10 years, you could throw Julio in here, for example. Most of his injuries have been the same injury: hamstring, calves,
a toe foot,
foot. But if you read the reports on how Julio was in practice, well, I would say how Dan Quinn allowed a lot of his veterans to kind of lax in practice. That played a part in it as well.
Oh yeah, played a huge part. That's a direct result of not practicing.
Right.
As long as you're, because you never had them issues back in the 70s, 80s, and seeing guys like that. Like guys still played, and they practiced a lot more back in the 70s, the 80s, 90s. Like they practiced a lot more before they got a restriction. What really messed up the NFL, to be honest, and I'm gonna be real about this, is the death of Corey Stringer. That's what really messed everything up when he passed away.
Oh man, I remember that shit. That was
really ruined. Yeah, that they saw that, man. Like they saw in Minnesota, I think they went through like a lawsuit, and the NFL had a lawsuit, but they knew that man was struggling and he needed a break, but they didn't care. So it's like, this is why we have the rules, and because we got some coaches out here don't give a damn if you bleeding. You're not going to the locker room to get any type of, you're just not. They don't care.
Hold on, we got a 20 spot from Dwayne Body. Appreciate the 20, man. He said, fellas, he said 10-7 this year. He booking 10-7 this year.
Oh. Everybody got their predictions, huh? I see.
Because like I said, I want to say this right now. we actually looking at this schedule wise, and we're looking at it. Oh, it's a tough schedule. But if you pay attention to a lot of the teams we're playing,
They got a lot of questions.
ain't nobody damn improved on shit.
That's it. That's it. We're basing it on last year.
Now they all play good defense, but is the defense gonna have the same energy this year? That's why I said we don't look at the top of the screen.
We
That
don't
says
damn know. We don't damn
they got
know.
the eighth hardest schedule and can easily end up most of the team they playing as one of the worst strength of schedules at the end of the year because these teams could be struggling.
Pittsburgh have a problem. They don't even know who the hell their quarterback gonna be for the most part.
They
don't even know their quarterback's gonna be good.
Right. And look, and Bo, and I definitely, and this was a major thing right here. Julio had never recovered from that foot injury from college. Well, actually, they say he had that foot injury in high school, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow, like I said, we got people predicting 5 wins and stuff like that. I say shit. Go right ahead. Because I'm going to be the one to say at least 7 to 9 wins this year. At least. You play a tough schedule, bring the best out of you. Who going to man up? Yeah, Andrew G here said 10-7 as well. Southside here said 9-8. Of course, Traveler said 5-12. Yeah, this is what most of the people in Atlanta is kind of expecting. We expect those, but at the same time,
why do you say 5-12? I like everybody just tell us why. Like it's easy to say, yeah, we're gonna have a prediction, but tell us why.
You know what? We'll do one even better after I read these last couple comments.
Mm-hmm.
Prince One Van said, no one saw Cincy being good coming off a 4-12 season to a Super Bowl and won their division, arguably one of the best divisions. That's what I said. We don't know anything. It's not even guaranteed that Tampa Bay gonna be the best team in our division this year.
Yeah.
Anything can fucking happen. But how we're going to do this, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put the chat in here. But here are the rules. The people that I want to come on first are the people. I want the people that says we have no chance or we have no quarterback. I want these people to be the first ones to hit this link and tell us why.
Yeah, that's why.
If you believe this team is a 5 or 5 sub-5 winning team, or this team has no quarterback, or you don't like the quarterback situation, we need you to be the first ones to hit these links. And while we are doing that, we're going to read a couple more chats. I'm giving y'all about 5 minutes. If not, we're going to let everybody else on.
We just want to know why. That's it.
Music time. Yeah.
You know how Snoop was in that sensual seduction. He was holding his hip like that.
He's like, wait a second. Hey, baby. We just waiting on those that say we have no quarterback.
I know you know.
Wait a minute. We got one in here already. And
already.
Main thing we want to say, keep it respectful. You give the right energy, you get the right energy back. No QB, what is going on, man?
What's going on, man? Goddamn. So I was looking on him, man.
Oh, hey, hold on, bro. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
All right, man. What's going on, man? What you got?
All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, man? On against pride, but hear me now?
All right, go ahead, say something.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I just feel like, you know, we really ain't got no quarterback this year, man. Mariota, but he got benched in Tennessee, so I mean, I don't see him, you know what I'm saying, straining up, leading the team for it all. And Desmond Ritter is, you know, he's a rookie, so I'm not expecting nothing out of him at all this year. You know? I just don't see the team going, you know, 9-8 like y'all say, or whoever said that, you know. Nah. No more than 5 games this year.
What are your thoughts about the defense?
I feel like the defense is gonna be better this year. You know, I like the little free agency signing. I like the edge rusher they got. I really didn't know who he was until they drafted him, but I watched the film and you know, I feel a little more better confident in the defense than I did last year. You know,
so do you feel
offense wise? And go ahead.
No, because I wanted to kind of piggyback on what you said about the defense. So what do you feel like made you a little bit more comfortable with the defense? Do you feel like it's because they addressed the edge rushers?
The edge rusher, and the pickup, what his name is? The Evans dude.
Rashad Evans.
Yeah, Rashad Evans. You know,
Lorenzo Carter. That's who you talking about?
Lorenzo Carter.
Okay.
Nah, I'm talking about Evans, Lorenzo Carter, AJ Terrell. You know, he's a stud.
Vincent Taylor is another one too.
Right.
Yeah, and then what's the other guy? The other combat they got? That's
Casey Hay.
Casey Hay. Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. So you know, the defense is looking pretty good. You know, but his offense, I ain't expecting
a lot of question marks.
Yeah,
that's a lot of question marks. That's a lot of question marks. You can't deny that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But like,
go ahead.
Well, hold on. Go and finish it up right quick. Go and finish up what you about to say.
I was saying we basically don't know where Dre Landon really gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like he get injured a lot. You know, so I don't know. Personally, me, I would have got the dude from Alabama, Jameson Williams. You know, that's just my opinion.
But they're.
I had him mocked too. I had him mocked too. I thought they would get a receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be Drake London or Jameson. So, like I said, I don't have a problem with that.
But I also got a question on that. Because I know you said Drake London gets injured a lot. Didn't Jameson Williams get hurt too?
Yeah, he got hurt, but I mean, I know what he can do though. I mean, I know what he can do. You feel me, Drake London? I mean, he really ain't.
Pickens got picked up in the second round.
He got
the edge rusher. So I kind of have to say about that. I'm gonna get back to the quarterback part, but as far as we talk about the wide receiver here, I wouldn't say they reached. It was like you said, pretty much all those wide receivers was within that same range. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a reach. It's not like they took a David Bell with the 8th overall pick. Now that's an absolute goddamn reach right there.
Yeah.
See, it is. But what you said was kind of like what the sentiments of what a lot of people felt about the Drake London pick compared to what the Jameson. the Jameson Williams, or the Garrett Wilson, it's because cause you live here in Atlanta. Where you stay at? Where you live at, man?
I'm in Atlanta. Yeah, I'm in Smyrna. Smyrna,
You
Georgia.
Yeah,
in
and we don't
Smyrna?
see a lot of USC games. So,
We don't.
I
Yeah.
said, I think that's one of the major reasons why people is like, all right, who is Drake? Because they don't show
Yeah, exactly.
USC games.
Yeah, they
like
don't show
that.
you exactly.
Right. See, but the only thing in like for us, if you watched our shows and stuff like that, how we was kind of like amping for Jordan Davis, Jermaine Johnson, some do.
Yeah, I
But
would have a phone too.
yeah,
Exactly. I
but
wanted Jordan Davis. I wanted him.
yeah. But if you actually paid attention
What
to
y'all
a
feel
lot
about
of
the
the
Eagles?
US,
Go ahead.
no, what I'm about to say, if you pay attention to a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the film that Drake London, his film, he really had played with a trash ass quarterback.
Oh yeah.
If
Oh yeah.
you pay
I
attention,
don't even know the quarterback. I don't even know his name.
they call we nicknamed him we nicknamed him
Cleophas?
Cleophas around.
Damn.
But
yeah, I don't even know who the QB is though.
But like I said, with Drake London, he's kind of like the more system fit right now compared to the other ones. I think all the wide receivers are gonna be good, but I think for what Arthur Smith looking for,
big physical,
big and fit. Because bro, them wide receivers we had last year, that was the worst performance of wide receivers I've ever seen, bro.
But check this out though. I always said Kevin really went on number one receiver anyway. He's a number two, possibly slot guy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't see him as no number one. So I knew we were gonna have to get a bigger physical receiver at some point.
Mm-hmm. And kind of getting to your question about how we feel about the Eagles. That what you asked about the Eagles?
Yeah, they had a nice draft, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They had a nice draft. Like,
it's all gonna depend.
Thing.
It's all gonna depend on how Jalen Hurts gonna take that leap. Because if he can't take that leap forward,
that's the only problem. Exactly. That's the only problem with him.
That's gonna be the only thing. That if that offense can't take off, well, they're gonna rely a whole lot on that defense, and it's not it is not impossible for them to win games like that.
And then he got a receiver now, so I mean he ain't really got no excuse this year, So if you don't do that this year, they gonna be looking for a quarterback next year in the draft. They believe that.
Right. But getting back to your quarterback thing about with Mariota. Thing with Mariota was the reason he had got. I know he got benched because he had that great game, and then he played like absolute horseshit the next game. Exactly. But he had them injury issues, and this is one of the concerns we've had about Mariota is can he stay healthy? It's all going to be dependent on if his health is here.
I think people really been that he get injured this year. I've been seeing a lot of commentators saying like Desmond Riddle will start before what's his name, Matt Corral, whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm. Matt Corral dealing with a lot of depression and alcohol issues right now too. So it's like,
for real, wow, I ain't heard about that.
Yeah, they was talking. They was talking about it the night after. That Monday after the draft on why he slid was he was dealing with a lot of depression and alcohol issues and stuff. So that's why he slid.
Okay, his ass need to stay off social media because
they swore that up on the road there though. All they did was dog. What his name is?
They did.
His name is Wilson. That's all they did was dog him and the Kobe. What his name? The Kobe Dean. That's all they did was down them throughout the whole process.
See, with the Kobe Dean's issue, the Kobe Dean issue wasn't a skill issue for him. It was the injury concern, and it was the fact that he opted out the surgery for that injury. So a lot of teams looked at it like a lot of teams was looking like, I don't know if I should take a chance. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard about that, but I feel like he gonna do his thing though. That's just my opinion. I feel like he go do his thing.
Hopefully you do.
Because I mean, in Georgia, he was basically like he was the commander of the field. Him and what his name is, big boy Jordan Davis. They basically ran that team. So and Trayvon Walker. So
Yeah, like I said, there's one thing for everybody to be great on that Georgia defense, but outside of
Somebody
Jordan
got to
Davis
step
and the
up.
Kobe Dean, y'all
Yeah,
all ain't together no more. So boy, you
yeah.
better
Yeah,
come
and
with it.
that's going to be the thing.
I
That's going
kind
to
of
be the
feel
thing.
bad for Trayvon Walker. I feel bad for him. Like,
Oh, we gonna see.
yeah,
Oh,
We gonna find out.
we go.
like,
We gonna see what he's about now.
Right,
Jordan
oh yeah,
Davis,
right,
yeah, yeah,
those
yeah,
guys ain't there
yeah,
now. So we gonna see what
right,
he's
yeah,
about.
yeah. Yeah, I think he went to a situation at all. Like,
right,
yeah, know about
right. It's
that.
right. It is like you said, it's all about the situation too, because like you said,
Exactly.
The Falcons' problem is we're rebuilding all the way around,
Yeah,
and like you said, we don't know what N'Kobe Dean is without Jordan Davis, and we
exactly.
don't have a Jordan Davis, and a lot of people already want to get rid of Deion Jones. So if you ain't got a
Yeah,
big guy in the middle like that, we don't know what a N'Kobe Dean would be. So that's
yeah.
why they ended up getting the Troy Anderson kid, because the dude is a big motherfucker, and this dude runs like RoboCop
I
and
ain't gonna
shit.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like. I ain't like that pick up though. Like I don't. I ain't like that. I ain't like
Because
that because I don't like. Who is he?
like I said, that's exactly why is who is it? Because the thing is, their theme is they're not necessarily like it's okay to go for guys that people know, but you have to trust the scout department do its damn thing. Because let me ask you a question about this. Like I said, even though we didn't know a Troy Anderson, let's look at the New England Patriots for example. Kyle Duggar,
Yeah.
what motherfucking college he went to? Some college called Lenore Synergy College or some shit and got drafted in the second round. Like, who the fuck is this
Yeah.
thing?
I ain't
So
never
Never
heard of
heard
that
of
shit.
that.
so
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
so we have to trust the scouting department. And like I said, Anderson's a hell of an athlete, bro. This dude literally runs down everybody to be
Yeah.
almost 250 pounds. So he big dude and he can run.
Yeah.
So he's gonna learn. But
Yeah. We gonna see.
we gonna damn
We
see.
gonna,
But I
yeah, for
hey,
sure.
but
We gonna
but
see.
let me get to a couple of these other folks we got in the back, man. We
All
definitely
right,
appreciate you
y'all.
chopping up with us, man.
All right. Yeah, I'll hold it down, man.
All right,
Yes, sir.
man, take it
Appreciate you,
easy.
bro.
No
All right,
problem, no
y'all too.
problem. You too.
All right.
See that? See,
That's
see to
all we
all,
want, bro. Just have a conversation.
see
That's it.
to all the detractors that act like we bully people. That's not what we do.
That's
You
all
have the
we want, right?
conversation. This is what we do. Now, when we got the OG Big Sam on here, on the other hand,
That motherfucker looking mighty happy right now.
and we're gonna bring these two in here. We got a talk with Willie T as well, man. What's going on, fella?
What's
Hey, how
good?
you doing?
We're good,
We
man. We're
great. We
good,
great.
man.
All
Hey,
right, cool.
man. Hey, man. We're gonna start off with the OG himself, man. Sam, what you got on the guy? What you got on the subject, man? What you feeling?
People are actually out here saying that we are going to lose more games than we did last year when Arthur Smith won 7 games with nothing. I'm not understanding these lackluster predictions. They went into the draft and created and got their guy specifically. And you really think that we're not going to do better than 7 games? People out here saying we're gonna lose 14 games. We're gonna lose 15 games. What are y'all looking at?
Hey, man.
I mean, and I want to piggyback off of one other thing. Okay, people keep mentioning Mariota getting benched in Tennessee. The man tore his leg completely up, broke and ligament. That can have a mental toll on you. When he came back, he was not in the mental state.
Hold on. JC 730, you came with the real fan comment, so you gonna have to come on down. You can't be talking about being a real fan and don't come on down. And while we waiting on JC to hit that link, Willie T, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Hey,
Hey,
man,
I
we
had
good.
put like two comments on that. One, I was saying about Deion Jones. He had some of his best years with the Falcons when he played middle linebacker. I was just saying instead of, and I understand the salary cap and stuff like that, he gonna cost the Falcons something if we keep him. But I was saying if you move him to linebacker, that would it would strengthen your core with a guy who know how to play that position. Plus, he fast. I realize he give up size, but he can play that middle linebacker real well. And then another thing I want to hit on is the condition of the Falcons. If you look at the Falcons towards the latter part of the games, the third and fourth quarters, you can see that teams kind of like pose their will. I think they just do a little training. I mean, I think they train at the training camp, but I don't think they train on their own. In order to be good, you have to train when you're not practicing. You got to go out there and do something on your own. You see what I'm saying? So them the things I want to discuss. Go ahead. I want to hear y'all's opinion.
Oh, so it's just it's more so. I kind of get where he's going with it as far as he's talking about like the little nagging injuries that kind of hurt some of the players. Is that kind of where you was going with it, Willie?
No, I'm talking about when they're competing on the field. I'm talking about in game time towards the third quarter, the latter part of the game, the third and fourth quarter. It seems like team posts their wheel on it. They kind of like you can see like
that's an easy fix.
Yeah,
I already know where you're going with that.
It seems like they not in shape because it seems like other teams getting stronger. And they seem like they be peeing out a little bit. I noticed that about them a lot because I play sports myself, and when I play sports, one thing about when I play sports, I realized we practice all the time, but then I did a lot of stuff off the field. You see what I'm trying to say? So I practiced off the field. So when I got to them third and fourth quarters and overtime, I was able to kick it in another notch. You see what I'm trying to say?
Let me just answer this in one stat. The Falcons were 31st in offensive snaps.
Mm-hmm.
You understand where I'm going with this? They were 31st in offensive snaps. So if the offense isn't getting first downs and the defense ain't getting off the field, then that's what you're going to see in the fourth, the third. A lot of times at the third quarter when we come out of halftime, we're close, and then, damn, we can't get the ball back. Why? Because they're getting in the groove. We tired as hell coming because the offense can't sustain a drive. They can't run the ball, and this is the reason why I'm excited for the team now because we got now we're going to have essentially two running backs. We're going to have a quarterback who's going to be able to get those, convert on third down. We're going to have a running back to be able to convert on third down. That right there is going to solve a lot of issues. And this is one of the main reasons why you go back and look at the Falcons the past 3 years. They rushed for about 1,400 yards. That's an average under 100 yards a game. 100 yards a game out of 17, 18 games, that's not good at all. Why? Because now you got a Julio Jones and Matt Ryan. They got to put up 350-something yards in the passing game in order to have that balance. So when you got an offense that has, let's say the Falcons average about 85 yards a game last year. Let's just keep that real. Do you like 85 yards a game rushing?
Not at all.
Not at all. See, and that's the issue. When you rushing the ball for 85 yards a game and you're passing the ball for 250, that's when you're going to see these guys on the defensive side of the ball get tired. That's when you're going to see the offense get tired because the offensive line, for the most part, they always in pass block situations. So this is where we're going to see the worst out of a Caleb McGarry because that's not his strength. This is where you're going to see the worst out of a Mayfield because that's not his strength. When you put these guys in a position where they can succeed, Mayfield is a dirty run blocker. Caleb McGarry is a dirty run blocker. Jake Matthews, these guys want to be physical. That's their strength. So when they're not doing what they do best, that's what you see. And that's why in the fourth quarter things get out of hand is because we can't run the damn bop. Okay, you feel me?
Or AKA the Amber Rose Sukihana slut walk defense is in full effect at the time. Mm-hmm. They're not, like I said, we have to remember the team was not built to be physical. It was built to be for speed, score quick, just run with a chicken with his head cut off. So when the games are close and teams have that running game, that physicality, because when they look at the Falcons, they look at them like, they're supposed to be physical. I'm gonna punch them in the mouth. They ain't gonna do shit. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily the conditioning. It's just the fact that the team was not built for the smoke in those situations. Because when you looking at those third and fourth quarters, when it's close, that running game is your best friend.
Yeah, but when your running back can't do nothing but average 2.2 inches of carry, and your receivers are getting power bombed on the line of scrimmage, what can you do?
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but you know, when you play football, you got 22 starters. Okay, when you got the offense, if the offense kind of like is not getting the job done, I agree with you. They were struggling on offense. But then again, it was time for the defense because they starters as well. They're supposed to step up. Now, that's why I say the condition.
Before you even go any further, I'm gonna just say this: is depth. Before I see where you're going, and you have valid points. Mm-hmm. But these are not. Each team average about 70 snaps per game, or each team about 70 snaps per team. So. Mm-hmm. When you have one side of the ball, they got 90 snaps, and the other one got 60 snaps. You know what I'm saying? So you got look, like Sam said, he says power bomb. If we take turn power bombing each other, and you can't get up for one power bomb, I power bomb, this shit is over with. Mm-hmm. It shit is done. Mm-hmm. I get one good power bomb on your ass, you done. Yeah. So the other team keep getting up. You get up, I get up. You get up, I get up. Somebody gonna get hurt at some point. Right. And when that one person, usually the Falcons are gonna get hurt. And all right, we're gonna say, all right, our tag team. We're gonna tag. I'm gonna tag K-Style. My back hurt. And he get in, he say, "Oh hell no, I ain't getting in the damn. What the game over with? The game over with, bro. You can't do nothing about it. The game over with." That's the Falcons' issue. They have nobody on the bench that's gonna come in and say, "Hey, man, I'll take that power bomb."
You know something? You know, I get all that. I get all that. But this my thing, and I got to stick to it. And I just want y'all to look at it this year. I hope they improve in that department. But I'm gonna tell you, in order to be a great team, you know, like I said, you got 22 starters. They gonna have to be in condition on both sides. If the offense is not getting it done, then the defense got to get it done. If the defense is not getting it done, the offense got to get it done. If you're gonna be competitive.
No, he's right. No, he's absolutely right. Everything he's saying is absolutely right. It has to be a team effort. If the offense can't get it done in this game, the defense got to step up. If the defense and the offense ain't stepping up, guess what? The special team got to step up and run one back, block a punt, whatever you got to do. He's absolutely right about that. It ain't nothing wrong with what he said.
At the end of the day, hey, look. At the end of the day, one band, one sound.
All I'm gonna say is the offense ran for 1,400. The defense gave up 2,200.
See, yeah.
Do the math.
Yeah. That mean ain't nobody. It mean like ain't nobody coming to work, nobody coming to play. You see what I'm saying? Everybody ran down. Right. So what I'm saying, because ain't nobody doing nothing. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't hang my hat on saying, okay, we done draft all these players and they look good and come in, but then our condition program is not great. So if we come in with that same mind frame where our guys can't stand up, then I don't care who we got in college. If they coming in here getting drilled.
I think you got it misplaced just a bit. You think it's conditioning when the players just fucking suck.
No,
They just fucking suck. We thought, bro, we had Zacchaeus at wide receiver. He was a starting wide receiver. It don't matter how good your condition is. The motherfucker still 5'9", okay? He's still 5'8",
and Zacchaeus was
180
your 1
pounds.
and 2.
Hey,
Russell Gage and Zacchaeus was your 1 and 2.
But you got Cordell Patterson.
Come on.
You got
Come
Cordell
on.
Patterson had one of his best years.
So we gonna get about the Cordell Patterson every play? We gonna get about the Kyle Pitts every play?
But this what I'm
Because
saying.
Mike Davis can't run but 2 inches at a time, and we got 3 Rickers on the offensive line. This ain't conditioning. It's a poor collection of players.
Okay. All right.
Y'all wild. I see where you're going. I see where you're going with it. I'm gonna just say that sounds good, the condition, but it don't matter how good your condition is if your ass still sucks. Okay, I'm just gonna be real about it. Some players are just better than the other, and that's why you gotta have quality depth. At the end of the day, it's about quality depth. You gotta have a quarterback. If Matt Ryan goes down, we was fucked. Okay, we was fucked. So this is why you gotta have depth. So we can do all the push-ups, we can run laps all damn day, but if your ass can't catch, you can't catch. If you can't run fast, you can't look. You can run all damn day and do all that. If you still slow, you slow. At the end of the day, it comes down to talent versus talent.
But you know that everybody just about in the NFL was a superstar at one point in time on some level. So I feel like if everybody get to the NFL, everybody can play. So what I'm saying is a lot of people get the bag, a lot of people get that money and stop training.
Could Ryan Lee play?
I feel you, but I'm telling you right now, Ryan Lee was fucking trash, okay? I don't give a damn how good of a superstar he was in college. His ass fucking trash.
Yeah.
In the NFL.
Yeah. Like you said, at the end of the day, like, god damn, what the heck?
Come on in. I'm on broadcast. Give me 1 minute. I'm on broadcast. Give me 1 minute, I'll come get it.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
That was the reason why Charlie Ward went to the NBA.
What you say?
There was a reason why Charlie Ward went to the NBA.
He didn't want the smoke.
Who went to the NBA? Crummy Brown?
Charlie Ward. There was a reason why Charlie Ward went to the NBA. There was a reason why a lot of them fast receivers on that Florida State team did not do nothing in the NFL. Not every player that makes the NFL combine, draft, free agent are worth a paycheck. Wow. Not every last one of them.
I mean, I agree. Now, you know, you got some people they play hard. Once they get the bag, they stop training. They stop doing the thing that got them great. Okay. You know, look, we can go with Mike Tyson. We can go with anybody. When Mike Tyson got the bag, he stopped doing the thing to make him great. You see what I'm saying? Hello?
I hear you on that.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying these guys
we hear you, but it's like at the same the thing with that thing saying that. Like you said right here, it's levels to this because that's not exactly every player. Every player isn't great. Every player, the average NFL player is okay. You just doing enough so your ass don't get cut the next week.
Right.
But JC, you on here, man?
Hey man, I appreciate.
Hey, we appreciate you, bro.
Oh yeah, we always down with conversation around here, bro. Ain't no big deal because at the end of the day, it's all about learning from each other and giving everybody a voice around here. Because everybody ain't doing it, but everybody want to be heard. So we definitely appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you all. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Take it easy, man.
You too.
JC, what's going on, homie?
Yeah, I was just saying about the schedule. I'm not really like gonna get into the prediction for the records, and all that because I feel like next year I just want to see improvement as far as how the team look, not as far as the record. Like he said, we won 7 games last year, so he was saying y'all don't think we're gonna win more than that next year because of the pieces we added. But I mean, say if we lose to the Rams and we lose to like Cincinnati, but we lose by a touchdown and we don't get blown out like how we did against Dallas last year or this year. I see that as an improvement, whether we win or lose the game. You know, I just want to see the team look better. I want to see a better run game, a better defense. I'm not really too much looking into like the win-loss category right now because whether they want to say it or not, it is kind of like a turnaround season, like a rebuild season. We're trying to build something right. So this not really like a win-loss type of thing at this point to me.
I'm trying to figure a question out to ask on that. So
I got one.
Sam, you always got a damn answer. What's
what's going on?
Listen. Since 1978, bro. Since 1978. That's what I'm gonna say with that. Since 1978.
I don't know where he going with that because I was born in 99.
No. Basically, what he's saying that this team, this franchise has not been consistent as far as winning, as going all the way, really going
right.
all the way back.
I understand that. I'm a fan, just how we all a fan. But what I'm saying is, if y'all going to next season expecting a certain amount of wins versus actually expecting just general improvement, like I'm not expecting no 9, 10, 11, 12 wins next year. Like if we get back to 7, I feel like it depends on how we win the games we win and how we lose the games we lost at the end of the day. That's what I'm saying.
So here would be my question for you. What players or what are you expecting
to like what would I consider like an improved season, like an improved team?
Yeah, what are you expect? Like, what are you expecting to see, especially with this with now this new era now coming from last year? What do you expect?
Coming from last year, I want to see Arthur Smith type offense, which is running the ball first. You know, I want to have a consistent run game. I think like towards the middle or the later half of the season, we had like 3-4 good games. I know the Jacksonville game and probably like after that where we was running the ball consistently, but it kind of fell off or it'll be inconsistent. So I want to see that all year. We struggle getting pressure, getting sacks, getting turnovers. So I want to see that improve. And if we can start to build on that, then I can't really come into the season to say if we don't win 7 or more games, then it was a lost season.
Look, I got you already. I already know what you about. You ain't trying to hear shit until you see shit.
What you mean by that, Mike?
Right? You don't believe the shit until you see it. You don't believe there's a God until you actually see God.
I mean, nah, but I'm saying we can do all the talking in the offseason. Everybody can talk.
Look, they just call the spade a spade.
Hold on. I'm glad you said that too, man, because like I said, we could say doing all the talk and see for the season, but you could say that for the polar opposite to where we could talk about how much this team suck and they could surprise us and win games and get to the playoffs as well. So it can't just be one way or the other. You got to look at both sides of the spectrum. Go ahead, Mike.
That's the thing I got. Like my thing is, it's like, why is it not okay to be confident? It's perfectly fine to have no expectations for your team and just sit back and wait.
But I feel like that's the whole conversation I was trying to make, though. I was saying don't come into the season saying if they don't win us X amount of games, it was a lost season or they didn't improve. Because what if we better in the run game than we was last year, better in the turnover department, better in the sack department, but we got the same amount of wins or less wins?
Man, I'm confused like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be
I think I'm trying to getting what he's saying is more so of
no expectation.
I'm not saying no expectation. My thing is, I feel like the win-loss record don't tell the whole story versus if from year to year improvement. Like, yeah, it kind of does. If you win more games than last year, you can say you're a better team than you were last year, but it goes deeper than the record. Where your stats better.
let me interject real quick because I'm gonna say this, motherfucker. We was damn near 25th in every offensive category last year. 25th in every offensive category last year, and somehow they won 7 games. So the record
actually 3 plays from actually winning 10 games.
Right.
10 games. So
3 plays.
That's not always the case when you look at the record and say like the records and stats, all that doesn't. It actually does. But like you said, what's the issue at hand? I think, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I understand it because everybody know for me, like I don't like doing predictions. I don't like to say, all right, this is what this team is gonna be. We're gonna win 12 games. I'm not that type of person. But I'm not going to sit back and say, all right, we can't win 12 games because we can. Because if Cincinnati can do it, we damn sure can do it. They won 4 games last year. I mean, the year prior to the
previous season.
Right.
So if they can do it, why can't we?
Because we have to look at it from a standpoint of the NFL season changes every year. Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead, Sam. I see you over there raising the you sitting over there doing
I apologize. I apologize if I came off a little bit, but yeah, I like to. Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
Here's what's funny. Let's back this up the year before Arthur got here. We barely won 5 games with y'all receiver savior and his protege and all the rest of them that was on that squad. 5.
We barely won 5 games with a loaded roster,
with nothing and won 7 games. And y'all want to sit here and talk about you want to see you can't see improvement. When this man,
I don't think.
No, that's not what he's saying.
That's not what I'm saying. See, so you saying you keep bringing up the 7 games. So if the Falcons don't win 7 or more games next year, you just see the whole year as a worse year than the year before. That's basically what you're saying.
No, that's I don't have any expectations. He's just waiting to see. It's nothing wrong with that.
It's more. He's going by game.
Right.
That's his thing. He's doing it game by game.
Well, game by game, should tell you that this season, with what they've done and assimilated and put together, is going to be better than 7 games just on his coaching skills alone.
I feel like you can't say that. You can say it's a prediction at the end of the day, though. That's how I feel. Like you can't say the Chargers are gonna win a Super Bowl because they look the best on paper. You can't say this. At the end of the day, it's about when they go play. That's how I feel.
It's okay to predict we're gonna be
it's okay to predict, but just because of what they did, X and O don't mean that they automatically susceptible to win more than 7 games. Anything can happen.
Let me say
it's
something.
It's okay to predict we're gonna suck, but it's not okay to predict that we're gonna be better.
When did I ever say we was gonna suck next year? I never said that.
I get his mentality. I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
I get what he's saying, but let's
see. I never even made a record prediction or nothing. I literally said if we lose more. I said if we win less than 7 next year, but we improve in certain statistical categories, I would say we improved as a team overall. I literally said that.
Is that a success or is it? Because we don't do fences over here. It's either a success or it's not a success. So even if we don't have a win,
I would take it as a success. If we win 6 games next year, but we are a better run team, we're better.
Bam, that's all we trying to get you to. We don't do fences over here. That's all I'm trying to get.
You just got to say what you do. So would you say we will be delusional if we expect more?
No, y'all ain't delusional. If y'all think we're gonna go undefeated next year, shit, that's your opinion. You can say what you want to say. Ain't nobody delusional. We don't know.
We got you.
We got you, man. Hey, man. Hold on. We got the
Oh God, he's shaking his head already.
So it's the Wolf. You already know. Shout out to everybody that's on here.
What up?
So protect your neck, Wu-Tang Clan. That's what I'm gonna refer to. Protect your neck, because Arthur Smith is protecting his neck.
Right.
Okay. Now, he came out with an interview May 10th, Falcoholic, before the schedule came out. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. In that article, he said we're gonna compete. Okay. The narrative is compete. That's the word, gentlemen. Compete. Competitive. So 7 games is the narrative. Are the Falcons going to be competitive? Of course they are. Are they going to compete? Yes, they are. But if he doesn't win 7 games, it's trial by fire. He knows that. There's no competitive advantage here. Not even in the South. There's no reason to even look at the schedule. Why are people looking at the schedule for what? If you can't compete in your own division, then why look at the whole 17 games? What for? What's the purpose? What's the purpose of that? Because he knew the schedule way before we did. He looked at the schedule and said, okay, listen, public relations, my peoples. Listen, let's get another interview going because we have to push the narrative of competitiveness. We have to push that because if I come under 7 games, it's going to be trial by fire. They're going to want my job already. Okay.
Yeah, they want a job now.
Okay, right. So if he doesn't get the 7 games, guess what happens? It's trial by fire. It's like almost saying, listen, go get your shine box. And what did that guy tell Billy? Keep him here because he's going to get his ass whooped. And that's what's going on. There's no competitive advantage here. Right, he's protecting his neck with public relations. They have to keep the fan base engaged because they're selling me a dream. There's no Super Bowl yet. That's the reality, is to win a Super Bowl. There hasn't been that. Now, you could check off the list. MVP guy, number 2, check. Playoff victories, check. NFC South champions, check. NFC champion, check. Super Bowl, no check. There's no check. So you got to keep the fan base engaged with what? With all talk. And some of you guys that are on here and on the chat have been Atlanta Falcon fans longer than I have. And they don't want to talk. They want to win. But we have to focus on the 2022 season, not the 2023-2024. It's
right.
What we're
Say that again.
in 4 months. It's what we're going to do in 4 months. Everybody wants to digest their food before they eat it. No, make sure your food is cooked before you eat it, bro.
Yeah.
So hold on. Hey, Prince Vamp. Prince.
Good.
Yeah. What's going on, man? I see you sitting here for a while, man. My bad, man. Let you go ahead and get your takes in, man. What's going on with you?
Well, I just wanted to piggyback on what dude was saying about what he was saying, competing or something. Let's take the Detroit Lions for instance. They lost like 15 games last year, but if you go back and watch every game they played, they competed to the end. Like every game they played was pretty much like they lost by a possession, regardless of who they played. So that's to piggyback on what the guy was talking before this dude just came on. And everybody got us winning 4 or 5 games. It's just like a slap in the face to me because we won 7 games last year with a less talented roster. So to me, that's just a slap in the face.
So let me ask you a question. Do you feel like the reason why people really put such a low expectation is because they are afraid of?
I got a question.
Hold on. Let me finish it. Let me finish the question right quick. So do you feel like do you feel like this for everybody? This for everybody. Do you feel like people put that low expectation on the Falcons because they don't want to get there? They're afraid of getting their hopes up high and it doesn't work out?
I wouldn't say that. I would say it would be like just based off previous seasons, we show inconsistency. So
Right.
I guess people judge us based off that. That's just my opinion.
They don't
Right.
trust the process.
They don't trust. They don't trust it. Right.
Yeah.
So basically it's just going by game basis. It's like, okay, we don't know yet. So we're gonna
Right.
go one game here, okay, they good. Next game they do good. Okay, we here. Okay, they did bad this game. Okay, boom, good this game. But if it's like bad, good, bad, then everybody looking like son of
Right.
a
Yeah,
bitch.
they know what to expect. And that's
Right.
the biggest thing right now. And like I said, I totally understand where you get, that mentality from, but I'm here to say fuck that bullshit. I ain't finna be on no fence. Like either we gonna be good or we gonna be good. I don't like you gonna have to prove to me that we gonna be bad. Because I believe everybody got a chance. At the end of the day, the little 5-foot ass 2-3 Muggsy Bowles can play in the fucking NFL, in the NBA. You can't tell me that the Falcons don't have an opportunity to win games.
Right.
You ain't trying to hear that shit.
Like it's
And not only that though, but the games we lost, we could have arguably won like 9 to 10 games last year. We was a possession or a stop away from winning games.
3 plays from 10 to 7.
So
3 plays.
I just feel like it's always the Falcons. Everybody want to say, oh, we this, we that. And I don't really pay attention to them experts because as you saw with the draft, it was so unpredictable. I mean, none of the players who they said that this player's gonna go here, they was absolutely 1,010% wrong. So I just stopped paying attention to it.
All right.
Wolf like he got someone.
Hold on. Wolf, before you go on, let me get Miaz Clark in here, man. What's going on, Miaz?
All right, so I know like the Falcons got a hard schedule and we want to compete this year. So like we're not taking for a quarterback this year. That's just Arthur Smith. Like he's like a good coach. He's like that's so dumb. We don't need to tank. We just need some defense like Jalen Carter and stuff like that. I would say that would be a good pick.
So do you think so would you feel like the Falcons? What is your idea? Okay, you said you're not good for the tanking mindset. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is your expectations for this 2022 season for him? Because by the way it looking like with Jalen Carter, if the Falcons were any chance of getting a Jalen Carter.
Now, yeah, man.
Hold
Sorry
on.
about that. My grandma was talking to me.
Okay, you good. So what's your expectation for the Falcons this season?
I expect them to come out and play hard and fix the old linemen.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Who is this?
I know who it is.
Ryan Howard Sue. Devontae, what's going on, man?
What's going on, y'all? Just finish that game. I ain't gonna talk about it just yet. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead with these Falcons too, man.
Man, hey, Devontae, what's your take on this, man? What you got on your mind about this?
I just wanted to say, for all that we talk about the national media and how they, talk about the Falcons, we got to actually view them ourselves in a different light. Because us as a fan base don't talk about them well. It don't matter what they do. You draft Drake London. Everybody want to talk him bad. Our own players, we want to just ship them off. Grady Jarrett been a leader on this team for how long? And everybody was like, well, his contract coming up. We could just get a 5th rounder. We don't even respect our own team. So it's like, to me, how y'all going to expect the national media to respect the team if you don't respect them yourself?
Correct.
And point blank.
Right. Hey, I'm about to say, Alex, what you got down there, man? Alex, you there?
What's good, EK Styles? What's good, y'all?
What's going on,
What's up,
man?
dude?
Oh no, I don't know if you guys feel it, but I got a rant coming on here. All right,
Okay.
so
Does this involve the Kansas City Chiefs?
I told you not to say that name on this channel. Come on.
What?
Wait a minute, this is my channel. I can say Kansas City Chiefs on this motherfucker. Well, what you got? What you
Praise
got?
the
What you
Lord.
got? What you got?
So I think so with regards to how the fans see the Falcons, I see both ends of the coin, right? I don't think that being pessimistic is the best way to go out and look at this, but I don't think that I don't know. I don't think that it's every given Sunday. For example, when we play the Saints week 1, right? Some of us, or sorry, the Aints, my bad. When we play the Aints week 1, a lot of people were already counting that in the bag, which, don't get me wrong, I still think that our team is better, but I also know what their scheme is and what that does in regards to our scheme. So I'm not saying that this is going to be an easy W. Like, for example, literally all of our games are not easy Ws. So each game can go either way, but I think that there's like a balance of believing in what Arthur Smith is doing, not just for this year, but for next year and the years after. For heck, if he gets fired, for the next coach, I know that, or the next coach and new regime, they're going to be taking over a better spot because of what Arthur Smith is doing right now. So even if it's not looking like, oh, we're playoff contenders right now, it's like if Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot were to get fired today, we would be talking about them or talking about how they did well for our for the new regime better than how we were talking about with Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the way that I'm viewing our season and us as Falcons fans. I don't think it's fair for us to come in saying, we're not going to win this amount of games and yada, yada, yada. Yeah, it's a tough schedule. It's a very tough schedule. But it's every given Sunday. For goodness sakes, the Jets beat the Rams when they got in the Trevor Lawrence draft. So any given Sunday.
The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Buffalo Bills last year 9-3. Or was it 9-6?
That was a good game.
Let's not forget Miami beat Baltimore as well.
Right.
Beat the dog shit out of it.
Shout out to Brian Flores,
And
by the
wasn't
way.
even
That's
a
how they
shock.
won that game.
That was no surprise.
All right.
Brian Flores was the MVP of that game.
We just got to focus on our team, from there on out. I know fans, had a tendency to look at other teams. Oh, look at how much the Chargers got. Look how much the Colts got. We don't know what we got as our team. There's a bunch of potential, but y'all don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at it. Don't want to believe in it at all.
We got to detach our emotions from the narrative, and people got to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons are playing chess, not checkers. Because if you know anything about checkers, your pawns can make certain moves, but your pawns can also take out some of the biggest players on the chessboard. Case in point, why do you think Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot are drafting players in free agency and in the draft that A, fit the scheme, B, have played on teams that either some of the coaching staff has coached on or whatever? It shortens the learning curve during preseason. Number two, the pieces on the field that were here before, they played on a team that went 7 games last season. Now you got to think, you got quarterbacks now that are mobile. That makes the offense flexible. That throws the defense off because everybody is looking at this like they're gaming for Matt Ryan. He's not here. So you don't have a pocket quarterback. So your defense is going to have to watch, adjust, and then plan. That's going to give us a slight advantage in certain games. Now, granted, people going to think, oh, well, Arthur Smith will show his hand in the first 3 preseason games. Not so. He going to have a certain playbook for that. He going to have a certain playbook for the main season. The key is to watch the first 3 preseason games That lets you know how well the offense is gelling, how well the quarterback is doing, how well the defense and special teams is doing. That is your litmus test. Because we all know the Falcons going to want to go hard against the Aints because, number one, it's at home, and then it's a rival. And like Lo said, if you don't beat none of your teams in your division, it really don't matter because then that sets the tone for your season. Second thing is a lot of these teams that we're going to go up against, they got a lot of internal issues. If they don't fix them internal issues, it's going to show on the field. So I'm not saying we're going to be Super Bowl bound, but I'm pretty sure we'll get to the playoffs because, like you guys said, we were 1 or 2 games away, a couple of plays away from being in the playoffs. So you can't get bottled up and caught up in all this narrative because everybody want to be right. So they've been saying the Falcons been sucking for a long time. They want to keep that narrative because nobody want to eat crow. So you got to detach yourself from that. You got to look at what's really going on in front of you.
I mean, the Falcons been selling wolf tickets for a long time. And if anybody knows what wolf tickets is, I can explain it. You know, but they've been selling wolf tickets for a long time. So it don't matter what they do. It's what they going to do first week. It don't matter what the schedule say. It's what they going to do that first game.
Right.
After that, the second game. It's just that you got a lot of these beach chair fans that fold up quick. They like beach chairs. Keep on telling people that. It's a lot of fans from every fan base that are like beach chairs. Stop eating your food before it's cooked. Enjoy the process. And before anything, I would like to congratulate all 40 cheerleaders that made the squad this year.
I didn't get a chance to look at that, man. I heard about it. I didn't get a chance to look at it.
Cheerleaders, baby. Nobody's saying nothing about that because everybody worried about, Arthur Smith. Man, shout out to the people that's working hard to keep the fan base engaged.
True that.
Facts.
True that.
Wolf shit. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Hey, man, that's the wolf man right there. Because, like I said,
energy.
Rice and beans energy, boy. He go.
Ya tú sabes lo que es. Si no es eso, es la otra cosa. Ya saben.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I'm there with Wolf and keeping the fan base engaged, but you got to remember the fan base that we're talking about.
Right. Right.
But you got to understand.
This is the same fan base that is right now all running off a cliff because Michael Vick's finna go play fan control football and they wishing for a comeback. This is the same fan base that went to football games to get women instead of watch the football game.
I seen that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
You gotta understand, OG, I'm north. I'm not from down. I'm from up north. So my energy will be different.
Yeah.
Every
New York, New Jersey, y'all are real different. You know, real different.
But that's what I'm saying. So every fan base got different fans from everywhere. Just because the team is in Atlanta, that don't mean that all Atlanta people is the fans of that team.
Listen, we don't have football fans here.
Well, then you know what I'm saying. Then we gonna have to start exposing the fake and bringing the real to the forefront. That's it.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying. I'm not here to cause no drama, no beef. But if you can't tell me nothing about my colors. I don't care where you from. You can't tell me nothing about my colors. Yeah. I don't care where you live, right by the Georgia Dome or wherever you at. Mm-hmm. You can't tell the Wolf nothing. And I show up to the Saints game dolo, Carolina Panthers game dolo, I'm dolo everywhere. You can't tell me nothing about what I stand for.
Right.
So if you ain't gonna ride with me, it's gonna be 100 fake Falcon fans. I'd rather 2 real ones by my side that we gonna ride together forever till we hit that.
K-Styles, can you do me a favor?
Yo.
I just need about several clips from everything he just said. I just want it all on the channel with shorts. Whatever you can do.
Oh yeah. We gonna have that, man. We gonna promote the shit out that channel too. Hey, yeah. But yeah, and I'm gonna say it like this, and it's kind of our fault as well as Falcon fans too, because we do kind of feed into it more so than anything. We feed into what they're thinking. But it's so goddamn fun to expose the shit out of them. No, I ain't even gonna tell you no lie. That shit is fun.
I was wondering where you were going with that. I was like, what?
That shit fun as hell though, bro. Cause it looks so bad. But like I said, we address the real Falcon fans the way we do it, and we just have fun talking shit about the ones that ain't real. So at the end of the day, all our energy is on this team.
Right.
Wolf said it best. Fuck 2023, fuck 2024. We ain't even got the 2022 yet.
Hell, Arthur Smith said that. He just didn't say it in those words. He said that.
Exactly.
It's stupid to even try to talk about 2023 quarterback draft class, man. Stop.
I got two things to say.
Go ahead. What you got?
We open up against New Orleans, and I know it's a heated rival game. I hope we don't come out and try to play. You know how when it's a intense rival game and
do too much,
and you do too much, and you know you try to bring your all that one game.
Mm-hmm.
Lord forbid, I'm gonna knock on wood because I know we're gonna try to make a statement that game. I hope
we need to play smart football.
No top injuries, man.
I can't
I know we're gonna try to make a statement, and Sean Payton ain't there no more. So we're gonna
Drew Brees ain't walking through the door.
Well, we don't know about that yet because he talking about he might want to come back. Hey, I hope I hope he does like knock his ass up out the game again.
Drew still got one on. Drew Brees still healing up one on. He ain't got that power.
We also don't have Route 96 and Stephen Means, so they're not for the run to the left. I just want to tell you
exactly. But we gotta get shot.
If Alvin Kamara's lawyer don't do his job, Alvin Kamara ain't walking through that door either.
That is true too. But we gotta get his $5 super chat to the Lonely Wolf. He said, "Weren't we supposed to suck the year we went to Super Bowl?" Yes. Yes. We were supposed to win 5 games that year and went to the Super Bowl. Hey,
would the narrative get you?
If I'm not mistaken, we won 0 preseason. And they was like, "Oh, we suck. We gonna suck."
We went 0-4 in preseason. We sure did.
Mm-hmm.
The preseason just to get the team warmed up. People forgetting it. They made no real games.
That and also to like show the people that don't really get playing time, like what they're gonna do. So maybe they get acclimated to the scheme. So like for example, the preseason. It's not really for Marcus Mariota, but it is. It's like yeah, he may play a little bit, but more so it's in practice. Like these back shoulder fades that Marcus Mariota is probably going to be throwing to Drake London and Auden Tate. That's what's really going to happen, and it may or may not show out on the preseason field. However, you're definitely going to see the work that Desmond Ritter's been putting on the field, the work that Tyler Allgeier's been putting on the field, the work that Tayshaun James has been putting on the field. You're going to see those people in the preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you're not going to see Marcus Mariota playing most of the game and showing off all of his talent, especially since in the preseason they run more so generic offenses anyway, because they're not trying to like expand the playbook during the preseason. Like no one does that. And last thing, just in case someone just doesn't know what our scheme is or what we do, there are about half the league practically runs a similar scheme to what we do, but it's different iterations. So in case y'all are like Arthur Smith sucks, then you're basically saying half the NFL sucks. I just want you to know what you're saying, because half the NFL runs the same scheme that we run offensively. Correction. Technically, all the NFL runs the same scheme that we do. They just implement
Let me add to
more.
that when you're done.
Yeah. But like, I don't get why people hate Arthur Smith. Like, they literally run similar schemes. All the people that they brought in have played under similar regimes. For example, Geronimo Allison played for Green Bay, and they run that zone scheme too. Oakland, Brian Edwards, they run the same zone scheme too. Auden Tate,
Who
the
played with
team that went to
Mariota
the Super
with
Bowl.
the Raiders? Who played with Mariota with
Yeah,
the Raiders now?
exactly. True that. And Auden Tate, who went to the Super Bowl, all they ran was practically zone concepts. So like, I don't understand. Like, oh, Arthur Smith isn't a good coach. Like, who are you expecting? Cliff Kingsbury? And even still, they when they pass the ball a lot, guess what they run? When they're running the ball, guess what concepts they run? They run zone concepts. So like, I don't really get what's going on here. I really don't. I don't get the hate. Y'all need to do your research, and honestly, y'all might just stop talking in general. But that's just me. That's just me.
That
It's
part.
it's because they're just looking
Mhm.
at the roster and just like, oh, where there's no flashy names, and that's not how you're supposed to look at football, man. This team was built to be hungry, not to be flashy, and people don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
The preseason is basically designed for the coaches to see, number one, for the rookies to be like, welcome to the NFL. Let's see if you can handle the heat. Number two is for Arthur Smith and them to say, okay, he's going to do good in our scheme. We got to work on him. We got to tighten some things up. It's a judgment period because the team, even though you practice, when you come game time, like you said, the NFL game is fast. So you got to see how the team is going to gel, how the chemistry is, because you're putting a lot of new pieces in places where they weren't there before. So it's basically welcome to the NFL for the rookies. So they got to do that because that gets them reps, that gets them prepared. Whoever's going to be on the field, that gets them ready for the first game. And see, people going with this narrative that they want the Falcons to lose so that the people that they want or they've been shouting out all offseason, they can go forward. That's what with this tanking crap. Like, nah, ain't nobody about to do all of that. So that's what I'm saying. I tell people, pay close attention to the first three preseason games, and that will tell you how the Falcons come out on the first day against New Orleans. Because they looking to evaluate who can handle what.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, preseason is preseason. I'm my back, Kate.
No,
Preseason.
no, no, no.
You know
You
what I'm
good,
saying?
man?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Because like I be real upset. I be aggy. You know what I'm saying? I be like when I be hearing the experts and stuff like that, man. I feel like running up at ESPN and smacking everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like you know what I'm saying. What you know about? I be upset. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you know what I'm saying. Like damn, enjoy the season, bro. Enjoy the players, man. Enjoy the team that you got. Cause,
Yeah, but Bernie,
cause the show is over. The show is over. You whatever your favorite show is, Sopranos, The Wire, it's over. Find another show.
right?
Find
Half
another
the
show.
Look,
Word.
I, I,
half
You
the
know
I
what
was
I'm
media
saying?
rocking
doesn't
with
even know we have.
ESPN in 2016.
Dang.
Okay, when they sent that reporter down here, and he went to Midtown and didn't interview not now actual person that was actually from Atlanta. I was through with ESPN then.
ESPN doesn't even know half the people we have on our team, and they're out here. Like, first of all, when people that make takes about the Atlanta Falcons don't know that we signed Auden Tate, which, by the way, these same people have mentioned Auden Tate, so it's not like they don't know who he is. They don't know that we
Mm-hmm.
signed Auden Tate. They don't know
They
that we.
didn't want to hear.
Because it's the narrative. If you
exactly.
listen to it, they excluded even a running back. They didn't speak on them. All these people. Like, I ain't gonna say his name, but y'all know who it is. Dude
Mm-hmm.
come on in the afternoon talking about, oh, my predictions, such and such, got the Falcons down there below the Panthers. I'm like, cut it out. Cut it out. Y'all know daggone well where we stayed at in the NFC South. But y'all running with the narrative, so y'all gonna skip over players because y'all don't want to admit that we actually got some stuff that's gonna be a serious
Wait to
problem
win
on
this
the field.
Super Bowl. I can't wait till we win this
I mean,
Super Bowl, and I'm gonna start swagging on these people like Coco Beware. I swear to
Rice
God, I'm
and
gonna start
beans and
we
swagging
got
like
we got
Coco
some people
Beware.
out here thinking we're gonna start somebody 5'9" at wide receiver too. So I don't think none
Yeah,
of these people actually
yeah,
pay attention to this team.
yeah.
OZ ain't. I don't think he's gonna see the field a lot. Like, I don't think he's gonna start. And this kind of brings me to, like, as a matter of fact, I might as well just get into it. I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna get into it.
Hold on, hey Alex, before you get into it, let me hit this super chat right quick. And Lonely Wolf here said, "I know a lot of these players hate losing. Even Troy said he hates losing. He'll do whatever he has to do to win." Yeah, goddamn right. That's what you supposed
Who
to
the
do.
hell like losing? Like, motherfuckers got shit twisted. You motherfucker can. If you lose $20 at the fucking grocery store, everybody screaming and yelling, mad as a motherfucker, but y'all want them motherfuckers to lose on purpose, lose games, lose their entire livelihood because you want them to. But y'all motherfuckers can't lose or give away $20. Man, get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit.
Mike,
That's tank on purpose.
Tell them to tank at their own job and see what they say. Go to your job and tell them that you've been a tank and see what happened to you. You want to tell those professionals to tank.
But no, that's like y'all noticed when they were just coming out talking about how Arnold Ebiketie, the man, how much he studies, how much he's studying the game, studying the positions. They're skipping over that because they're going with the narrative. They only talk about 3 receivers, and if they mention Cordero Patterson, it's we don't know if they're going to make him a running back or they're going to keep him a wide receiver. They're doing that because they don't want to admit the Falcons got formidable players that they got to contend with. Period. It's the narrative, and Twitter like the narrative hope. Like they go crazy on that.
The tank into not the tank. Man, I see this bullshit, y'all right?
Man, the worst thing about that is that they don't even read, bro. Arthur Smith doesn't even. Arthur Smith tells you everything he's about to do. They literally said, "All right, Cordero Patterson's about to play. He's about to play running back and wide receiver this year." But we don't know. He told you.
And then they sit up here, talking about, oh my gosh, I don't know. The Falcons, we don't know if they're gonna make it. They just have, Drake London. We don't know if he's gonna be a good wide receiver. He's a rookie. Oh my God.
I got a legit question.
I just want to tell you, your Stephen A. Smith impersonation is legit.
Hold on, you're wrong, and let me tell you why you're wrong.
Oh my God! What are you talking about? The Falcons
get out of here with that. Get out of here with that mess.
You guys got to stop. It's pushing my hairline back. Jesus.
What hairline? He ain't got no line. It's just a straight field.
My hairline is on somebody else's team.
Shit.
I told you, I call him Maurice White. That's what I call him. That's his new name now, Maurice White.
Probably ain't had a hairline since Roger Staubach was in the league.
That shit go back to that shit go back to the 1920 Army football team, boy. That's how bad that hairline is. Go ahead,
the Pro Football Focus ranked us 31st in the power rankings. So you telling me that the 7 teams that were ahead of us in the draft got better than us?
Hey, look.
I don't pay attention to PFF.
Hey, look.
I don't even pay attention to stats,
bruh,
honestly.
Bruh,
it's just the film.
Look, bruh, I don't give a damn. You can say we the worst team ever. I want you to think we bad, because if you think we bad, that means you don't see us coming.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And then anyway, listen, like I'm trying to tell you, man, look, man, he dropping Easter eggs like Marvel movies, man. Boy, dropping Marvel egg like look at the interview before the schedule came out. Look at the interview after.
Yep.
It's the same thing, bro. He's telling y'all the same shit.
Right.
Ain't nothing different, man.
The only thing he did was he pulled out his Stephen A. Smith vocabulary book on the second interview.
Yeah. That's it.
Right.
It's still complete.
He got real education on their ass on the second interview.
He's still
expeditiously.
Compete time. Telling y'all.
Yeah.
He pulled out his Stephen A. Smith vocabulary book on the second interview because he had to do that. He had to call public relations.
Right.
He had to call public relations when that schedule came out. He had to. Listen, I'll be honest with y'all. I haven't even looked at this schedule because I've been busy with school and trying to finish my semester, write papers, research, doing all this dumb shit. But what I'm saying is, I ain't even look at the schedule. The energy that I'm getting is from the Falcon content creators.
Yeah.
I don't even have to look at the schedule to know that it's a lot of Falcon fans that's like, yo, it's a wash.
Yeah.
I gotta look at the schedule.
They wish it.
Yeah,
bro.
Well, look at this.
That whole wishy-washy.
Most of y'all on here then played the game of football. Because I know Mike can say that, you know, K Styles. Do you not realize when a man says to you, I got a chip on my shoulder, I'm coming here to win, not if, not maybe next year, not hopefully if everything goes right. When a man tell you he got a chip on his shoulder, that means that dude coming in the game, he hating everybody. He down to the coaches. He'll tackle a coach if he has to. So he ain't worried about no narrative. He ain't coming in there worried about who he got to face. When he faced that man, all he worried about is I'm plowing through you because I got to go. Yep. And when you want to prove something, you ain't worried about what nobody else doing. You doing your job.
Right. But the real question is how's everybody doing today? The real question is what do you gain from being negative? Like me personally, I'm gonna let you know right now, I don't have any expectations for this season, but I'm not gonna be negative. That's not gonna stop me from supporting my team. You know what I mean? Like, what do you truly gain from being negative on YouTube and on Twitter on a daily basis? We don't know what's gonna happen this season.
Yeah, but negativity
exactly. Well, do y'all realize these players, they get paid to win?
Exactly.
Like you get bonuses for individual accolades. So why would you purposely lose? That doesn't make any sense. And if you're focused on being negative each and every day, there's 31 other teams that you can support.
I mean, Matt Ryan just got a new backup quarterback, so y'all can go support them too.
ATM, the people that are being negative, I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. They being locked on bullshit. I'm gonna keep it like
that. Pretty much. You got broke-minded people trying to hold on to a narrative because they got their feelings hurt. They ain't get their favorite player picked. Like K-Styles said, sit your goofy ass down.
Oh, wait a minute. Right. Since he said that, since he said that,
we gotta pull it up.
I gotta pull it up. Hold on, we're gonna do some background magic here for a second because I ain't got it under this background magic.
Is that the Falcons fan base?
That's the Black and Mild crew.
The sit your goof ass down crew.
That's it.
But K Styles, to the point that you made, as far as you wouldn't draft a quarterback for 3 years, at this point, like, I'm just focusing to see how the front office, like, how are they going to build the trenches? It's been a problem for 2 decades. How are they going to build the offensive line and defensive line? That's really my main concern. That's really the only thing that I'm worried about. Like, if we don't win this year, okay, but win next year, all right, but we need to address the trenches. We can't keep neglecting it. That's my main focus, honestly.
I mean, they haven't neglected, and I like we got to stop with that. They've never neglected the trenches. The issue with this team is that they just didn't have a vision. They kept changing what they was going to do. Right. We're going to be a power scheme, or we're going to be a zone running. Are we gonna be fast and physical? We just gonna be fast. Like the vision has always changed. So when I hear people say, "Oh, the offensive line sucks," well, the offensive line sucks because they don't know what the fuck they gonna be doing from week to week. We don't know if we're gonna be running the ball 50 times or passing the ball 200 times in a game. So
let me correct that then, Mike. I'm sorry. The vision, I'm looking to see if the vision is going to be more focused on the trenches in the future.
It's more so. It's not even that. It's like I said. I don't want to sound like I'm picky. It's not even that. The vision is more so how we're gonna make these guys. I always say one thing. When we talk about players, how are we gonna get the best out of that player? So when you got running linemen like Caleb McGarry. These guys are run-first linemen. Chris Lindstrom is probably the only balanced guy. He and Jake, his strength is probably run blocking. Mayfield, his run blocking. Hennessy is a better run blocker. So you kind of get what I'm saying when we talk about we got to get the best out of it. That's the same thing I've been saying about Isaiah Oliver. Isaiah Oliver was never a zone cover guy. You got to put him in a position where he can succeed and be physical. He's a physical freaking corner. So we're not putting these guys in a position to succeed. It doesn't matter how many times you draft this guy in this position. You're not getting the best out of what he does well.
Right.
One thing that we got to stop doing is just looking at year one and thinking they're going to do the exact same thing in year two. And I'm talking about the offensive line when it comes to that. Because everybody's like, well, Jalen Mayfield's the worst rookie I've seen in a long time. It's going to be completely different because they're going to have a completely physical run game this time. They're going to have a different focus on the run game. You can't project him to be like he was last year. That was his rookie season. He's going to be better. Same for Caleb McGarry. Everybody's wanting Caleb McGarry to fail. Everybody want Matt Hennessy to fail. I'm tired of hearing, I hope Drew Dalman takes his position. Like, for what?
That man was really thrown into the fire because Josh Andrews and Matt Gano hurt, so it really wasn't no choice but for him to play at left guard.
That's Arthur Smith's style, though. He wants these players to develop at their own pace. He said the same thing this season for the players that we got now. But you got to just throw them out there because these fans want to see the young and new, fresh damn Lions.
But you got to look at it too. A lot of our deficiencies cause problems in other areas. Like when the receivers couldn't get open, that put more pressure on the O-line to protect Matt Ryan when he had to hold the ball. Yeah. And that's what people overlooking. When you got a deficiency in one area, it's a chain reaction because you had smaller receivers that couldn't break and get open. You put more. You forcing the quarterback to stay in the pocket and hold it. Then you're forcing the offensive line to try to hold up even longer against big defenses. So eventually they're going to get tired and let somebody through. So people looking at it as, oh, Matt Ryan wasn't this, he wasn't that. No, he was under duress because you had at times an overloaded O-line that was tired from holding on because receivers couldn't get open. Now you got big body receivers and a mobile quarterback. You can stretch the field, you can stretch out the play. Even when that happens and it collapses, because now you got a quarterback that can move around. But you also got receivers that got the height and the body to get the ball even when you throw it up, so the quarterback doesn't have to hold it as long. So when you start cutting down deficiencies, you start giving the team more time to do stuff, develop and all that. And then that's when you can start having your identity. Because to me personally, I think they're trying to go with a balanced team more so than just leaning to one side or the other.
Yeah, but maybe the players that you talk about don't fit us right now. Maybe fit us no more.
Right.
That was one of his quotes. If damn, I did so much reading in the past 3-4 months. I swear to God. Terry Fontenot said that's one of his quotes. We looking for the right players to fit us.
Yeah.
I love Matt Ryan, one of the biggest Matt Ryan supporters, but maybe he didn't fit us at this point going forward.
You're right.
Some players don't fit us. Maybe we don't win in the trenches. Maybe that's not where the NFL is going, because that's the competitive advantage. It's all about competitive intelligence too. These organizations are looking at each other, competing with each other, because that is what the trend is in the NFL. That's the trend.
Yeah.
Right now they're telling you 10-year quarterback, pass rusher, cornerback, wide receiver. Those are the positions that they're telling everybody that's important. Oh my God, you need a pass rusher. Yeah. Shut the. You need a quarterback, a 10-year plan. You need a 10-year plan. You gotta set.
We need fast receivers that run a 4.2.
Special teams matter, so I'm going to put Demir Bird at wide receiver 2.
But you know what? Look, man, Mike said something important. He was like, a lot of these teams, they're going towards RPO. So they're trying to have players that fit that scheme. You know, to kind of make it more
RPO is just a word for West Coast offense. I wish we stopped using RPO. It's just an offense. West Coast offense.
It worked out for Green Bay. We didn't keep far. It worked out for the Chicago Bulls because the New Jersey Nets dumbass took Sam Bowie before Michael. It worked out for them. Come on, guys. Like, seriously, come on, guys. Like, look, some players just don't fit us no more. They ain't going to fit us no more. We got to move on. That's it.
Right.
Turn
Hell,
the page.
a running back that only averages 2.2 inches of carry don't fit us either.
Who?
That man said 2 inches. Hell no.
A running
Yeah,
back
we
that
were
averages
averaging.
2.2 inches of carry don't fit us either.
Oh
Yo,
yeah, I
yo,
know
what
what
up,
you're talking
fam?
about. Yeah.
What's
Daz, what's
good?
going on? What's going on, Daz? What you know
Not
good?
much, man. Hey,
What
not
you
much,
know
man. Look,
good?
man, people gotta
Don't
stop
you know
all this.
no
People gotta stop
good?
all this tank talk, man. Like, come on, people not looking at what Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot is doing, man. Like, just read between the lines.
They're trying to tell
They
us.
letting everything happen organically. No, they not rushing to get a quarterback. Like we got Ritter and Mariota, but just look at what they're doing. Pick Ritter up in the third round. You get a quarterback that has showed you he can come in and actually throw the ball and actually do what we need to do to win games. I was in reference to Mariota playing the Chargers. Now, when you watch that game, Mariota had an awesome game when he kept throwing the who? Darren Waller. So of course, Arthur Smith looking at that like, oh, we got a Darren Waller, we
Wow.
got a Darren Waller here. But also people knocking Desmond Ritter, oh, he's inaccurate. Like, he need to work on his accuracy. Look at all the receiver acquisitions we got so far. Not only are all of them tall, but all of them dominate when it comes to playing that 50-50 ball. So even if they can't get open, they open. They bringing people in to help them QBs out, man.
Yeah,
And
It's like
people
having
not
Shaq in the post. It's
say
like having Shaq in the post.
exactly,
Even though you got three
Look, look.
people around Shaq, he's still open. Just throw him the
Look,
damn ball.
See,
exactly.
what
But
needs to
but
be
you
highlighted a bit more is Desmond Riller's intelligence. He's going to sit back and learn and be able to learn quickly. I know
thank you.
everybody wants to
exactly,
throw him out there and be like,
Thank
just
you.
show him what happens. But Mariota's here for a reason, and he's going to play well. Stop expecting him to fail.
exactly,
Desmond
exactly,
Ritter
and
is a
that's my
natural
point.
born leader. Have you not seen this dude? This dude was like, yo, we in rookie camp, like, yo, guys, we messed up. We got to come
Yeah.
back and do it again. Like, this dude told you, he was like, I'm not here to be snappy with the OGs. He said, but I'm here to be like, I'm a leader. I'm here to tell my people, hey, look, we messed up. Let's go back and try it again. Like, how
Yeah,
many rookie quarterbacks, got that kind of energy, and then everybody else, feeds into that?
His
it's
trainer
not
speaks
many of
well
them.
of him.
Yeah,
His trainer speaks well of him. Even in some of the rookie highlights I've seen, you see whenever he's going through his. For example, the Atlanta Falcons YouTube page posted a highlight reel of Desmond Ritter going through his footwork. Now that's important because from what everyone's been talking about, the biggest knock on Desmond Ritter was his accuracy. And I believe most people have attributed that to his footwork. So whenever he's going through his read, or if he's looking people off or doing whatever, it all kind of starts in the feet. If you're going to look someone off, you move your feet, but then you move your feet back to the place that you want to throw it to. Therefore, open up your hips, going through the proper mechanics to make sure you get the ball out on time, yada, yada, yada. Desmond Ritter, from a mental standpoint, throws with anticipation, knows how to read coverages, has a lot of experience reading all types of coverages. And despite the times where he wasn't accurate, knows how to throw the ball in certain portions of leverage. So it's not like this dude ain't stupid. He's not no RG3, with all due respect. He is working on his weaknesses. Like Jordan Palmer has compared him to Dak Prescott. So, I mean, I think that is he going to be ready to start right now? I don't know, but I think he will be able to take on the reins at least next year.
right. And I think honestly, man, the dude was a 4-year starter at a smaller school, and he's been winning ever since he got there. You see the leadership. Now you can see why you take an organization, or I guess a school like Cincinnati, and you get them into the playoffs. Man, the playoffs is not set up for Cincinnati to go to them. Like, let's be real. Like, it's the Alabama Invitational if you look at it. But it's not set up for schools like them to go to the playoffs. But he got them in there, and he took them. He got them at a decent point, man. Like, That's all you need. Look at our regular season, man. Look, I don't even know if you can call stuff ugly, but man, we make it in. We make it in. Like that's all you need is that one shot. I.e. the Giants. Like the Giants want all of that, but they had that defense and they got in the playoffs. Once they hit the playoffs, they just got on the street and you couldn't stop them. And that's what I'm waiting on Atlanta to do. Just find that groove, keep hitting that groove, and then boom, we unstoppable. But I feel like we acquiring the pieces that we need to build a foundation. They're not trying to do everything super quick. Oh, let's draft a quarterback in the first round. Let's go shoot in the dark at these people and then bring them in, and then they just don't work. Like, nah, they mythology is like crazy. And I just don't think people sitting back and really understanding what they're trying to do or what they're trying to accomplish when it comes to acquiring these players. Because me personally, I don't care who you pick up. Can they play? Can they play? Can they understand the offense? And can they execute their role? I don't need you to be Superman. Execute your role. Like, play your role and everybody else will eat, you know?
Yep. I'm expecting when this year, I'm expecting some stuff, especially when we're going against teams like the Saints, the Panthers, teams that are really good at press man. I'm expecting Drake London to get open on these comeback routes, these back shoulder fades and stuff like that. Let's just say hypothetically he doesn't. I'm also expecting us to run bunch setups like how we were running when Kyle Shanahan was here. And he did run a lot of bunch setups last year when we didn't have as much better talent. And I expect we see a lot of that. So Brian Edwards can start getting better releases. Drake London can start getting better releases. Auden Tate can start getting better releases. And we can just like go from there. You have wide receivers that maybe they might not be the best at separating, but they make it up at the catch point. So that's what I'm hoping there. And in the run game, you know, with the trend of two high safeties, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. We can go heavy personnel. We can run light boxes or lighter personnel and still run from shotgun, because not only do we have a good quarterback, but our offensive coordinator tried running a few plays from shotgun, and they had potential. Had Mike Davis not been stupid and had some eyes, maybe we would have converted more first downs out of shotgun. But
the man can't see the hole. He can't see the hole.
He can't see the hole, of course. But when I'm looking at this last year, I'm thinking Arthur Smith wasn't the problem. Like, this man was drawing up plays to get people open.
Tristan fucking Blake, Tajay Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
And you expect him to put up 4,000 yards and 50 touchdowns and shit. Man, y'all fucking psycho.
Russell Gage had AJ Brown stats at a moment in time. So it wasn't, you know, he made with what he could. So
we out here bringing Marvin Hall up off the practice squad.
Right, Marvin Hall. Up here talking about, well, man, I don't see what this offense can do. How the fuck can you see?
I say it again.
Right. All the receivers under 6 feet. They got to jump twice their body height to catch the ball.
Power bomb, jackknife power bomb, power drive at the line of scrimmage.
Right. I was thinking more. I'm gonna go first week junkyard dog.
Right.
Well, that's the way.
Yes, sir. I was thinking about JYD real fast.
Yes,
With the James, I'm thinking about junkyard dog, baby. I'm thinking dancing on them Saints the first week like JYD.
See, what's gonna happen is Arthur Smith is gonna overload the field on offense, so it forces the team's defense to have to pick and choose their battles. Because the tendencies is going to be they need to take out Kyle Pitts. That's going to be their number one thing. Then they're going to try to, frustrate the rookies.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have fun because he's got more to work with. So these teams, it ain't going to be the Oompa Loompa Atlanta Falcons no more. We ain't going to have that on the field. So now you got to get now your corners and your safeties got to be on the A game, because you're not gonna be able to run over these dudes and just knock the ball out there. And you can't bracket Pitts the whole game because you got other pieces on the field that you got to contend with.
Yeah.
Your,
Hey,
your,
K
your
Styles,
starting
can I
wide
get into
receivers are
it?
going to be 6'5" apiece, man. Dang.
Right.
6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 6'5", 6'6",
And they
6'6".
ain't tiny. They ain't pencils.
They ain't.
It won't
These
be
are
no
Grown
real
men.
high bombs on this line.
Right.
What about what do you guys think about Dr. E?
Dr. E.
Yeah, the guy that we drafted who's a doctor.
I said Dr. Rush.
Ibikite.
Ibikite.
Advocating.
For itself.
Oh,
Arnold advocating.
he's
Yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
doctor. Nice.
He gonna be a problem.
I want him to have about 5-6 sacks. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know.
Hey,
I
look, I'm
mean,
about to say, as much as we talk about Ibikite, D'Angelo Malone is somebody. There's two guys we need to be watching for this defense this year, and
Right.
it's D'Angelo Malone and Timothy Horn.
Right.
I'm paying attention.
Let's talk defense. K, talk that defense, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, we need that defense, bro.
Talk that Philly shit.
If Timmy can make the team, you got to keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, if
hey, K
he makes,
Styles,
I need about
can
5
I get into it?
AJ this year. I need about 5.
About 5.
Yeah,
Shoot.
about 5 interceptions this year. If you talk about $100 million like Denzel Ward just got from Cleveland, I need about 5.
That's if they throw
it.
There you go.
But that's if they throw it his way though.
I'm just saying though.
But the thing is with AJ Twin, if they don't throw it his way, he's doing his job.
He's doing his job. I got that. But if they throw it his way, and what you say? Hold on. So what you say? First week is the Saints, so he might see the rookie Olave. You might see him right first week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna put Olave out there, but they've been bragging on.
Okay,
I got no damn choice.
I can't wait till my defense starts smacking.
All right.
So,
This is my
Alex
cue
trying to get
into
into
it.
What
I'm
you
gonna
got?
get into it. All right. So yep, I'm gonna get into it. Let's talk. And forgive me if I go too fast, but I'm gonna get into it and I'm gonna get passionate. So I'm gonna start speaking either fast or like very, very loud.
Man, shut up and talk.
Anyway.
I'm to get that man a setting.
Let's
He
get
need
started.
a vitamin and Percocet.
Yeah. All right, let's get started.
Here.
So,
we start yet?
The team that we're going against with the Saints, we have a lot of different options. Let's first talk about us running stuff from shotgun. All right, we could start running the ball out of shotgun with inside zone, which I think is going to be more ideal because I don't think Jalen Mayfield is as good at reaching far, like making those far reach blocks as he is a little bit inside with manageable distances. And we already know Jalen Mayfield got that strength. So that is going to be very, very dangerous, especially with Marcus Mariota being able to run and Damian Williams. Damian Williams is going to be important because y'all had mentioned that Kyle Pitts is going to get bracketed. And at a certain point, if people can't hold up with Drake London, he might, y'all might have to bracket him or stop playing man coverage at all. Which, if you stop playing man coverage, we're just going to burn you to death with zone beaters all the time. Because Arthur Smith is really good at making those zone beaters. Because the whole kind of Shanahan zone system is kind of also predicated off of bringing extra people inside the box so they can start running these play action plays or these flood concepts to just get easy chunk plays. But I'm moving a little bit too fast. So if you bracket Kyle Pitts, that leaves a lot of stuff open. God forbid if y'all put Quan Alexander on Cordero Patterson or Damian Williams, that's just going to be an easy 7 yards day after day after day. And then you got Drake London who can get open. And then you got Brian Edwards who can start just, mossing people. And then you got Auden Tate who will moss people. And then this is all without talking about the quick game, without talking about heavy personnel of us going in I formation and running the ball and yada, yada, yada. Where we can bring extra safeties inside the box and then start running these play action plays and stuff. All right. Now let's jump to the defensive side of the ball. All right. They got Olave, maybe Michael Thomas, and Landry, Jarvis Landry, and Marquez Callaway. So the Saints, they got weapons on the offensive side of the ball. However, we can play man or zone. Now, I don't like the matchup with Casey Hayward on Olave, but I do like the matchup of Casey Hayward on Jarvis Landry. So we can start
Olave
playing
ain't
man
did
that
shit.
way.
What are you talking about? Olave ain't
No,
did a damn thing.
No. Hold up. Because Casey Hayward, his speed isn't he's not fast.
Who
And I
cares?
say this,
That's why you got zone
that's
coverage.
important.
You got to get
No,
off the line of scrimmage. You got to do a lot of stuff before you even get the opportunities. Look,
it's
we got to
important.
stop
It's
giving these
important because of
rookies way
Man,
so much credit. We
yo,
giving
it's
these
important.
he ain't did a damn motherfucking thing in the NFL. We up here talking about Casey Hayward gonna have trouble with him. Did we not see Stephon Gilmore just absolutely school Kyle Pitts? And we up here talking about like a rookie on Casey Hayward who's a veteran. Veteran eat rookies for lunch, bro.
Mad Mike.
What about dinner?
Mad Mike. There's a reason why Casey Hayward primarily plays man coverage from
That's a reason why he's still in the league too.
I know.
Rated as one of the
I'm
best.
trying to explain this. Casey Hayward doesn't really play press man that often because of his speed. And
bro, he been in the league for how many years now?
I'm aware. I know this.
How many years has he been in the league? Let's stop this. We got to stop disrespecting these veterans who's been in the league.
He knows this. The team knows this. We all know this. This isn't something new. They already knew this when they got Casey Hayward. He plays off coverage majority of the time because of his speed. Therefore, you put Olave on him. Olave, who can vary his speed, he can accelerate all types of ways.
So let me ask you this. All right, since he plays, all he does is play off coverage.
Mm-hmm.
And why he was ranked one of the best in the league.
Well, Oakland mostly played zone, but he did do pretty good against some of his.
You know what zone is? Zone is a lot of press man.
Zone was the zone that they played was mostly off. They played quarters in cover 3 for majority of the time.
Well, I'm telling you right now, I've seen a lot of I've seen a lot of Casey. He's not just a off zone corner. He's been in the league and he's been one of the best.
They compare him to, as a matter of fact, a lot of people mention Casey Hayward with regards of Champ Bailey and using him in off coverage and stuff like that, simply because he's better at just clicking and closing like that rather than playing up to the line, because therefore he has to rely on his speed. And it's not the greatest matchup. However, on Jarvis Landry, that right there is a great matchup. Even in Jarvis Landry is a great route runner. I trust that matchup a whole lot better than having him close to the line against Olave, because maybe he does hold up well against man coverage, but that doesn't still negate the fact that Olave has 4.3 speed. So if they want to run a streak route,
I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you because this is the reason why I gotta stop you. It's because Richard Sherman has made a living off being slow as fuck. And he's played both off coverage and press man. He's done pretty well for himself. So we're talking about speed. Olave is a guy that has potential, but he ain't did shit.
Okay. I mean,
he's not done anything. It's the same thing with Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley can't play a lot of things. He's a guy that does one thing well. That's go deep.
Okay.
That's easy. That's easy. That's easy to pick.
I'm just gonna say this right here. When week 1 comes around and we see Casey Hayward and you don't see many.
Oh, it's possible for everybody. It's possible for AJ to get burned. It's possible for everybody to get burned.
I'm not saying that he's gonna get burnt. I'm just saying when week 1 rolls around and he doesn't get a lot of press man reps, you'll know why. Because of what I'm saying.
Whoa. Let me stop you right there. You do realize that's what Dean P does, right?
I know he plays press man. I'm aware. He plays a lot of press man. But I don't think he brought Casey Hayward in because of them running press man. I believe he brought him in because
then what
corner.
Dean P deliberately says what he does with his all his corners have to have the ability to adjust to any type of style. So you don't bring a Casey Hayward into Atlanta if he can't do those things.
I'm not saying he can't. I just don't think he does it as well. I don't think he's that good in press man. I'm not
I
saying
think
he can't.
y'all gotta bring up Jameis Winston as well. Y'all know he about to throw 30 interceptions.
Jameis Winston, week 2 Jameis Winston of last year is different from week 8 Jameis Winston of last year.
Whoa. 30? You talking about Mr. 30 for 30?
Yes.
You talking about somebody whose nickname is Jabu?
Yes. Before y'all even say this, I want y'all to look at games week 6, week 7, and week 8. Those games are against the Commanders, the Seahawks, and the Bucks. Now, the Commanders and the Seahawks, you can do with that
please
what you
stop.
will.
Just say the Washington Red team, the Red team.
I live in DC, so like I can't say that. So,
You're gonna get canceled if you say that R word, Mike.
Exactly. Well,
The R word. What the hell are you talking about?
Mad Mike can say it. I can't.
They are the Commanders now, Mike. You cannot say
Ain't
that
no
R
fucking
word, sir.
Commander.
Okay, wait.
I said red team. I didn't say Redskins. I said red team.
You said it. Why would you say it? Damn.
Wait, ATM. They're the Guardians.
The Guardians.
Oh my God.
Anyway. When you
Man, I'm not giving no rookie no props until he proves that shit on the field. We got to stop.
I feel it. I mean, I'll get into that in a minute. But Jameis Winston, when we're talking about week 6, 7, and 8, you can disregard the Commanders and the Seahawks game because the Commanders didn't have the best defense towards like the first half of the season, and then the Seahawks last year was like one of the worst defenses ever. But in the game that he got injured against the Bucks, he was playing really, really well up until the point he got injured. And believe it or not, the adjustment that I think he made was honestly just being more aggressive and scrambling rather than anything else, because he was trying to play safe for most of the season. He wasn't trying to force throws like he normally does, which is why you get the 30 for 30. But with him doing that, he was taking a lot of sacks because he would hold the ball too long. Plays wouldn't get open. They were in a lot of third and longs in those situations. But towards the later part of the season, he would be more aggressive in trying to extend plays. He would still keep his eyes downfield and like still keep defenses honest, but he would also take off. And he was really, really good with his pocket presence and being able to scramble and being able to still extend plays and keep his eyes up and look people off. He started to kind of master some of the nuances.
So we talking about Jameis Winston, right?
Alex,
we're talking about Jameis Winston.
Let me ask you a question then, though. Because we're talking about his name is Jameis, right? Jameis Winston under Sean Payton, but he's not there no more.
Right, that's exactly where I was going with that.
So, I wanted to ask, how do you think he's going to be under Dennis Allen and co now? Because there's going to be some regression.
He's going to be in trouble.
Now, okay. Here's what I have to say about this. Whether or not they continue to run play action or not is something that I'm not entirely sure. However, I'm inclined to believe that they will, because if you look at just the different, for example, Raheem Morris, when he was coaching the Atlanta Falcons, he went ahead and went to the Rams and to replace Brandon Staley. When he went to the Rams, he didn't change anything of what Brandon Staley did because of the roster that they already had constructed. So they ran practically the same scheme, which is with slightly different modifications because of the adjustments that teams were making. But it was practically still the same scheme. With the offensive coordinator that they have here, they still have the same offensive coordinator from what I understand. And I think they're still going to run the same scheme for the most part. And they also have more weapons. They have Jarvis Landry, who can get open versus press man. They have Marquez Callaway, who did pretty good for a guy who people had no expectations for. They have Chris Olave now, who can take off the top for some corners, and you have Michael Thomas, who may or may not come back. So that's whatever. But the scheme is still going to be primarily trying to run the ball to AK if he is still on the team. But if not, he still showed a lot of good flashes with quick game, with
Alex,
some deep
Alex,
yep.
let me say this. You're very good at noticing players. All right. Just want to say that.
I was going to.
But guess what? The Falcons have been running the same scheme. They ran the same scheme under Steve Sarkisian that they was running with um, Kyle Shanahan. Same scheme, different results. Why is that? Because he's not Kyle Shanahan. As much as everybody want to hate Kyle Shanahan, he's still a brilliant play caller. Makes mistakes in big key moments, but Steve Sarkisian ain't Kyle Shanahan. That's the biggest issue. So we talk about players and matchup, that's one thing. But when you talk about coaching versus when you have that, when you have a Michael Thomas, he knows how and when to use a Michael Thomas. He knows how and when to use a Alvin Kamara. A lot of coaches don't know that, and that's something that even Arthur Smith is still learning himself. He needs to learn how to use these guys, when to use these guys in situations. It's 3rd-and-1. Maybe I should use a running back right here, or maybe I should use a wide receiver slant. Those types of things, tight ends. Like these are the things that you learn in being a head coach. And like I said, it could be the same scheme, but we're talking about players. What separates great coaches from average coaches is when to use their players, when to call on Tyrone, aka Ho-J. All right.
Ho-J Simpson.
Why you got to do
You
him like
make
that?
you make good sense, Mike. Because I've been telling people about that. Because Sean Payton would get in a situation and dial up something on a dime just from his experience. The coaches that's under him ain't gonna be able to do it like that.
What's the quarterback?
Not to that extent.
Taysom Hill, for example, Taysom Hill. He knows exactly when to use and feel that momentum. All right, we losing momentum. Let me, dial up a couple of plays for Taysom Hill. All right, we getting a little bit too physical. These cornerbacks are getting a little bit too physical. It's time to let Mike Thomas, wear these guys down a little bit. All right, the running game. This is the physical running game right now. I can't use Alvin Kamara right here. Let me go to Mark Ingram. These are the things that coaches have to understand during the course of the game. So it's not so much the scheme. Everybody run the scheme. Everybody pretty much run the same schemes in the NFL, like you said. But it's when you learn to use those things. And this is something that when you got a quarterback like a Jameis Winston, you got to take the ball out of his hands so he don't make those types of mistakes. And that's what made Sean Payton so good and why he was even in a good position where he was playing good last year, Jameis Winston, because he wasn't allowing Jameis Winston to fuck shit up.
Yep. Because as soon as Jameis Winston get enough pressure on him and you rush him, he's gonna throw them interceptions because he's not gonna want to take them hits.
So you're not wrong in your assessment as far as the players and matchups and all that. You're not wrong at all. But what separates good football teams from bad football teams is running the damn ball when you have a 28-3 fucking lead. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. And I'm not saying that the offensive coordinator, like the offensive coordinator, I don't think he obviously isn't Sean Payton, and I'm not expecting him to be as smart and savvy with his play calls like Sean Payton is. However, I think that the way that the NFL works, with just the trends that I've seen, is that people are still using their successors or like people that already used this scheme and implementing things of their own. Now, I think Arthur Smith this case was different because practically the last regimes literally just threw the ball 18 million times and tried to like go win a game like that. So Arthur Smith brought his own scheme. However, This situation is different for the Saints because they've already had Sean Payton, who's dialed up a whole bunch of calls and made their team more so of a run, play action, balance type of team that can execute plays via shotgun. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that they're going to have a lot of success on a down-and-down basis like they had with Sean Payton, but I think that the principle, the concept remains the same. And Jameis Winston has shown to me that he's capable of executing that concept if need be. So I don't think that we should just kind of overlook Jameis Winston like, he's going to throw a pick because he's been working on that.
I don't think go throwing 30 interceptions in the season. Let's close K-Style. But it's hard to trust a guy that's throwing 30 interceptions in the season, and he's been consistent with that as far as his turnovers are concerned. Even not just interceptions. Jameis Winston's been a guy that fumbled the ball at the wrong time, tried to do too much. You know, he can throw you 5,000 yards, but he can also throw you 50 interceptions if you let him off the hook. So I think this is gonna. I think everybody is just thinking that this Saints team is gonna be the exact same thing. It's the same thing. It's the reputation. Oh, I trust because they got this and this and this and this clear. Well, they don't have Sean Payton. They don't have Drew Brees, and we saw the fall off with their offense. You know, even with Drew Brees, the offense wasn't the same, even with Sean Payton at the helm. So, are they going to be a bad team? I don't think so. But I can tell you one thing: they're not going to be as good as people think they are. Because I saw, even from the defense, I saw Hayward getting, tired a bunch. I didn't see that same, energy that he typically has on the defense side of the ball. So, K-Style, let's close and everybody get their last takes.
All right. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start with hold on. Let me see.
Colin Green, boy, you need a hug, bro. Vontae, you ain't shit. You know that.
Exactly. Well, Colin Green had ample time to explain his case the whole show because I've been seeing that name since the beginning and he ain't said that. So everybody don't worry about him. He wants some damn attention. That's all that is.
He need a hug.
Yeah, he wait till now to talk shit.
Alex will give you a hug.
Oh, absolutely not. Sorry, no. Bad Mike, no sir.
Right.
Buy you more Percocet or something.
Right. So, hey, TL Leo, let you go ahead and goddamn get your final word in, man. I know you've been sitting there for a while.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man, we got you, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, I just was sitting backstage learning from y'all, but what I did learn is some of you fans need to stay off cocaine. just please stay the fuck off the cocaine. Even if you're doing Tide Pods from laundry, stay off that shit.
Or just like drugs in general, because
not Tide Pods.
Y'all, some of y'all
just try 420. It's good for you. Get some common sense. But other than that, pretty good show. I'm optimistic about next season. I think we're gonna do better than what we did last year, but we will see. And for all you other fans who just negative, just call Dr. Phil and shut the fuck up, please. Stop making my fucking brain.
Get your dad down somewhere.
Just like Unc said, we don't understand stupid. My dog don't even understand stupid.
Hold on. We gotta do some magic. He said the magic word.
There you go.
I already knew you about to do that, K-Style. I already knew. I
don't even think Goofy the word. We probably gonna have to use Homer Simpson on that.
Just bring up that pot of toast, man. That's all.
That too.
Join my playhouse.
Where's that? Powder toast, man.
Bring that shit right back.
Look at him scraping off the stupid.
Right. He ain't scraping off enough.
Look, he looks stupid, scraping stupid off. What kind of shit is that?
Oh my God. Oh wow.
We ain't shit, bro. I already know it, man. But all right, man. That's all you got to tell these folks just to sit their goofy ass down.
Yep, and stay off the damn crack. Y'all making our heads hurt.
Where's it?
And the
Cocaine's
hookah.
a hell of a
'Cause
drug.
The hookah messing up their brain. I
Ain't
promise
even
you,
the
they
damn
are.
hookah.
Man, ain't no damn hookah, boy. That's that fentanyl, boy. That's what that shit is.
They probably snoring on baking soda, pure baking soda,
Nah,
right out
bro,
the goddamn soda, fresh one.
they fresh off that Bisquick.
Okay.
That's that. Y'all ain't shit, boy. That's that baking soda Dawn combination right there, boy. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Baking
That's
soda
that
mixed
laundry
with
detergent
pine
right there.
probably.
Exactly. All right, Sam, man. Go ahead, man. What's your last take of the word? What's your last word of the day, man?
Oh, I will say it again.
No cursing.
If you're looking for entertainment, Tyler Perry got you covered.
Yes, man.
If you're looking for football, Arthur Smith got you covered. It ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be cute. Football ain't cute. This is what people don't seem to understand. Ray Nitschke, back in '61, said it. Defense wins championships. And it's always gonna be ugly. That sentiment has held true for over 50 years. You want to get chicks? K ass to the prom. You want to watch football? Sit your ass in the seat and watch the game, inside the game. It's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. It's just that simple. But you out here trying to differentiate what's boring and what's entertaining. San Antonio been boring for decades, and they got a few championships. I'm just saying. Your perception is a little warped. Y'all wanted change. You got change. Now you're mad with the change. Sit your goofy ass down somewhere and shut up. Put your dunce hat on. Much love. Y'all have a good night. Yes, goofy.
Hell nah. All right. Alex, what you got for us? Alex?
I ain't even really got much to say. I really don't. Things could be.
Motherfucker, you get talking now. You don't want to talk.
Okay, hold on. I got some stuff to say. Hold up. You know what? Now that you done got me started, man.
Hey, dude. Hey.
Don't raise Alex' blood pressure up, please.
Don't raise his
Please don't raise the man blood pressure up. He already been upset with the draft. Please, let's leave Alex alone. We do not want him to commit suicide. Maybe the fake fans, y'all can commit suicide, but we want Alex not to commit suicide.
He ain't got his
I
pills.
just want to know why.
Wanna know why? Y'all want to know why? I'll let y'all know why. You want to know why? Because the Chiefs. All right, that man needs to get fired.
Damn, here you go
They need
again.
to fire their GM. They need to fire Andy
Mike, he
Reid.
just made
They
his
need to
pills.
fire. They need to go. I promise you, they need to go because it just don't make no sense. Like, how do y'all do this year after year after?
Stat,
It doesn't make sense.
Get his pills.
It don't make sense.
Hey, Alex, it's over with, bruh.
It's not over with.
It's
I gotta
over
go through this
with.
year.
Mike, you need a glass of water.
Bro.
Get it.
Someone like do
My
something
guy's
about
Coca-Cola at
this.
his house.
Bro,
Ain't nobody talking about it. It's crazy.
Bro, do you need to get thumped with the book of Tai Chi or something, bro? God damn.
Nah. You know what I need? I need for
I can
them
see
to
his gray
fire
hair growing.
I need for them to fire the Chiefs GM. That's if they do that, you know, I won't talk about the Chiefs ever again. I promise you I won't talk about the Chiefs ever again. But it's not
that's
fair.
bullshit.
It ain't fair.
K-Styles, he need $40.
$40.
I told you he ain't got his pills.
Mad Mike.
Y'all need to get him his pills.
I need you to fire. I need you to like get him fired, okay? I need you to get the Chiefs GM fired, and I promise you, we'll be all good. No rants, no nothing. Matter of fact, I'll come here preaching the Bible. All right, it will be a holistic channel, but I need you to get him fired, please.
Are you gonna preach Eric Bieniemy's Bible?
Oh heck no! No.
He probably gonna have the NFL block out all the games with the Chiefs.
Exactly, I will. I'm working on that right now. I promise you. With this scout, with the scout is out merch. I'm working in the behind the scenes to get that fired. Get him just cut out.
Why did you have to raise this man blood pressure up?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Now, as we already heard, Alex, his blood pressure raised up. Alex,
that ain't sex chronicle music. Hell no.
That's that sexual chocolate interlude.
We got to get you to chill. We got to get you to chill down, man. It's over with. Kansas City did what they did. Now, if they fail, they just fail.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna start taunting them. I'm gonna do everything possible.
But Alex,
I'm not gonna lie.
Alex,
kind of sad.
It's not worth the energy. Come on,
turn this music off, man.
I like this music. Nah. This is my zen. I'm kind of.
I'm about ready to start singing doo-wop.
Hold on. I like this.
Are we good now, Alex?
I think we're good, but I'm gonna make a Chiefs this track. You know, that's what I'm gonna do.
Damn well he ain't good.
Just one of the
damn
teams,
well he ain't good.
Just one of the teams.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Devontae, man. Before Alex come out here start snatching his hair out, he gonna be looking like whatchamacallit from Martin with the shag. Go ahead, Devontae.
He gonna be looking like Man Mike and OG Sam.
Damn.
Man. In the middle of his head.
Hey, I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet. I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet for y'all, bro. All right. Before y'all start telling professional football players to tank at your job and see how they work. That's all I'm gonna say.
That part.
You be out of a damn job.
All right. What's your
in the house?
All right, ATL, go ahead, man.
Man, this motherfucker ain't got to talk.
All right, Martin, what you got for us? What you got for us, Martin?
Man, pretty much. Look, I'm optimistic for this year, and I believe we're gonna be a playoff team. Period. Fuck what everybody say. All these content, so-called GMs and bullshit. Just shut the fuck up. Period. Because I really can't. I be about to crash my damn car with that bullshit they talking about. So, look, we gonna do it. Like I said, people gonna keep that same energy when the Falcons in the playoffs. Don't ask how. Don't try to get back on the bandwagon. Keep that same energy. I want to appreciate y'all for letting me on, man. Y'all brothers taught me a whole lot.
We learn a whole lot too, man, and it's crazy as hell. All right, Wolf, man, what you got for us, man? What you want to say to the people?
Man, first of all, I would like to thank you and Man Mike for letting me on your platform.
Yes, sir.
And just giving me a voice to not rant, you know what I'm saying, but just to get my opinions out in a different type of light. I just want to thank y'all for letting people go off on your show. The madness.
Yeah.
About the
exactly.
About the Tito Santana some shit. Reebok got
there you go. Tito Santana. That boy bringing out all the rest, man. I'm about to go watch. I'm gonna go watch some old clips, man.
Talking about.
How you guys want me to finish off? Y'all want me to put the Eric Bischoff hat on, or y'all want me to put the other hat on? How y'all want me to fit?
Hey,
do
man.
the Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff. Okay, listen. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the season. Enjoy what this team is going to give to y'all. Whether we go 0-17 or whether we go 1-16 or whether we make the playoffs, enjoy the ride. because there's nothing like competing in life. And sometimes you got to look at the mirror and compete with yourself. Improve yourself. For those out there who have kids that go to school or in college, or even older people that's going to college, entrepreneurship or whatever you guys do, compete. Make sure that you guys have that competing spirit inside of your soul, your heart, your body, everything. Compete with yourselves, man. Don't worry about the team. The team is going to do what it's going to do. Be better human beings. How about that? And it's your boy Wolf. It's your boy Wolf. If anybody got a problem, comment or whatever with me, or they got some type of sauce, I ain't no shook one. I ain't scared to death. I ain't scared to look. I'm Atlanta Falcons all day, every day. Colors. Iced tea. That's how I'm finishing.
Colors.
Yes, sir.
Colors.
Can we try
that rice and beans energy in the chat.
See that rice and bean energy, man. Don't hey, y'all go and support Wolf on his channel, man. You gotta support all the content creators we can, man, because we the last of a dying breed right now, and we gotta show the people what it is.
Hey, K-Style, for you in the show, can I do my 2-point conversion real quick?
Go ahead.
Dabo Sweeney and Nick Saban.
Oh,
Y'all.
Oh my
Y'all are some whining ass, moaning ass, crybaby ass bitches. You mean to tell me y'all done profited off these young men for free? Essentially for free. Y'all done profited off these young men and won championships off of them. But now that they're getting NIL deals and they're getting paid what they're worth, and the playing field is even, now you want to complain? Ain't nobody said shit when y'all won the national championship. But when you lose to 2 assistants in a year, and when Dabo Sweeney, when your Clemson team looked like it did this past season, and it's a new sheriff in town, now y'all want to start complaining.
Yeah.
After UGA don't whoop both of them, now they won't cry. That's funny.
Truth hurts.
That's a damn shame, bro. That's all you got. Mike, you want me to close, or you want to close it? Because if you're go, I'm gonna go next on mine. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, we appreciate everybody up here voicing their opinions, giving us this conversation, because at the end of the day, that's all everybody really want is the conversation when it comes to the Falcons. You're not going to get it from ESPN. You're not going to get it from Fox. You're going to get it from these small folks that you see on this screen right now, because this is the heart and soul of what the Falcons fan base is about. Like I said, you can half-time it. You could be a half-ass fan. That's fine. But don't try to stoop us to your level just because your ass ain't got no goddamn loyalty to no logo unless it entertains your ass.
Yep.
But let me say one more thing. And this is to the 2023 quarterback class conversation.
That dumb shit.
Oh my God,
bro.
Only thing I'm gonna ask these folks is, outside of CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, who else is in this quarterback class that is the franchise quarterback? Since everybody said this is one of the best quarterback classes, because looking at this list that I'm seeing, if Keydon Slovis is in the top 5,
absolutely not. Absolutely
no.
not.
Man, they gonna choose
that boy
Stetson
straight ass cheeks. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it.
That is Cleophas. That is his name. Cleophas.
Okay.
Dog called him Cleophas. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Let me. Okay, this is off 247sports.com. This is who they got as their top 5. This came out a couple days ago. They got CJ Stroud at number 1. Bryce Young 2.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Ukulele at 3.
What?
Ukulele.
Oh hell no!
Ukulele.
He
Who
at
the hell
number
is
3.
Never
Bro,
in all of listening
that?
has a Bryce
Ukulele.
named
K
ukulele.
Styles, stop bullshitting. He
You
really at
got
number 3.
ukuleles, really?
K Styles. K
Look,
Styles.
look, look. I'm
Man,
putting
ain't
on
no way.
There
K
you go.
Styles.
I
I
say
got my
ukulele.
ears.
What
That's it.
website is that?
Ain't no way in hell.
20,
No way in
24
hell.
sports.com.
Oh, keep
K
going.
Styles.
What's the
I
rest? We
got
gotta
my
hit the
ears to
rest.
the streets, and I ain't even heard nothing about that
Number
DJ.
4 is Cameron Ward.
Who?
What Ward?
Who number
Who?
5?
Keydon Slovis, number 5.
Oh,
Where's
they out their
Stetson?
mind.
Where's
They out
Stetson
their
Bennett?
mind.
Stetson
I don't want
Bennett
to hear
ain't in
nothing
this
else.
list. We got
I don't want
Phil.
to hear
Ain't
nothing
that
else.
about
Stacey
a
Bennett need to be
bitch?
number 1 on that list. She just came
Don't
off a
you
national
start that
championship.
shit.
Phil.
K
Boy,
Styles. This is how you know this list ain't legit. You already know me. I already got my draft connects. I already know people that have been doing way too early mock drafts right now. I ain't heard none about no DJ Ukulele near that list. That broski is undrafted at best. And
I called it when I seen that first game against Georgia. I was like, nah, this dude is not it. He's on the Byron Leftwich side of the game. Come throwing the ball.
Y'all ain't heard nothing
Stetson
about
Bennett
Louis
2 times
Farrakhan.
better than that man. He really should be number 2. Only reason why I put Bryce Young number 1, he won the Heisman. But Stetson Bennett should be number 2.
Stop bullshit.
Hold on. Let me finish the list.
His
You
name
got
Bennett? No, he ain't in it.
number 6 is Phil Jakovic.
from
Wait,
Boston College.
COVID. Wait a minute, we got COVID.
Somebody name that boy
I'm
COVID.
done.
COVID.
You got a
COVID.
ukulele, Cleophas, and COVID.
Number 7 is Brennan Armstrong.
Yeah, this is
Ron
already
Robinson.
bad. This is
That sound like a USFL quarterback.
Tyler Van Dyke is 8.
At 8?
Wait a minute.
They have him at 8? Oh, they're out there. No, I don't want to hear. No, cut.
JT Daniels at 9.
Oh hell.
Ain't that about a bitch?
That's disrespectful as hell.
Ain't that about a bitch?
And Herndon Hooker at 10.
Yeah,
Man, this
I
sound
don't
like
want to hear this list ever again. This
That name
sound
somebody
like
a last name with a hook at the end.
No, this sound like the 2023. No, this sound like the 2023 quarterback of the Cream of Wheat Bowl. Come on now, this don't.
They put
Come on, man.
It sound like a fantasy draft like I don't know what.
You forgot Paul Blake.
He wasn't in the top, bro. That list was so bad, my phone just died, so I can't read the rest.
You got Paul Blake.
They don't put Keon Slovis ahead of Tyler Van Dyke.
That list came straight from Backyard Football 2006.
First of all, this sounds like the Tecmo Bowl 2023.
Bruh.
No, this just sound like.
So Stetson Bennett wasn't on that list at all.
Man, Stetson Bennett ain't never gonna be
That's
on
some bullshit. That is some bullshit.
Oh, the hell it ain't. Frodo do not need to be on that list.
Let me tell you
Leave
something.
Frodo Baggins in the Shire where he belongs.
I'm trying to figure out how do you just jump up and down for a dude named Ukulele?
I want to figure out who the hell is named COVID.
I'm trying to figure out how you have Keon Slovis over Tyler Van Dyke.
I mean, the same people who cheering for Tua, and I don't even know how to say his last name.
Look, at least his name sounds Samoan. Ukulele?
Ukulele, whatever. I don't know how to say that shit. I call him ukulele shit.
That man named probably Ukulele.
Ukulele.
And I'm like, this is the worst QB class I've ever heard in my entire life. Like they put Keon Slovis over Tyler Van Dyke.
No. And y'all want and y'all want the Atlanta Falcons to tank for the Cream of Wheat Bowl quarterbacks.
They want Stetson Bennett. That's what they want.
For the East-West Shrine Bowl.
Stetson Bennett proved he can win a championship. Hey,
how the fuck
I
you
wouldn't
fumble the
mind
ball
having
in
it.
midair then? Explain that shit.
Man, these Falcon fans will ride if they get Stetson Bennett.
I want to see us draft Stetson Bennett just to see the reaction. I want to see Mike reaction to it too.
They will block out all of our games, all 17 games.
Man,
You'll
Mike.
get the
Stetson Bennett a
highlights
winner,
on
man.
Yahoo Sports.
Man, Stetson Bennett might luckily get drafted in the 7th round, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real with
Maybe.
I got
Maybe.
you.
Stetson Bennett got a chance to go back to back this year, man.
No,
Hey,
no.
listen. I wanted JT Daniels to start so bad, but I did say if somehow, even though I didn't believe in him, if we win with Stetson Bennett, I gotta give that man his props, bro. So y'all gotta stop disrespecting that guy. He is a national champion, Mike.
Bro,
Give
he
that
gonna be the
man his
first.
Yeah,
props.
He
but
gonna be the
look,
first
he get in the
quarterback to go back
NFL.
to back and go
Hey,
undrafted.
hey,
He
Tim
get in the
Tebow. Hey, Tim Tebow was a national champion. What the hell happened to that?
But see, look, he get in the NFL. How the hell he gonna see over most of the O line?
True.
They gonna have he gonna have his ass on a damn stool trying to throw the football.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Van Dyke, the fact that Van Dyke is at 8 is insane. Like that's how you know that's not legit.
Bro, they got Grayson McCall in this list.
Grayson McCall, bro.
To your Tim Tebow point, Stetson Bennett, he was a walk-on. That man got it out the mud, out the dirt, out the soil. You know what I mean?
That boy's family went to UGA. That's how he got up in that shit. Cut that shit
He's
out.
tall enough to get it out the
His
mud,
whole
y'all.
family went to UGA.
Hey, that man
Hey,
grinded. That man grinded for the opportunity, and he capitalized on it.
I mean, bro, you can
Man, he
grind
was
the
stand-
opportunities when you a 7th-year senior.
look.
That man was listen. That man was a thirst.
Listen, he was standing on Jordan Davis's shoulders trying to throw the ball. Come on now, stop playing.
How much money y'all think his parents gave to the school?
That whole goddamn house.
Stop muting me, Mike. Listen, Stetson Bennett started as a third.
Bro, Stetson Bennett's family built UGA. They built the damn college. What the hell are you talking about?
Listen.
Look, pick the damn field too.
His great granddad was the first student at UGA. Shit.
Look, hold on. First of all, I don't trust no quarterback who got a first name after an old Cologne's a Cologne setup.
Listen, at the beginning of the season, this man started. Mike, stop. This man is an asshole, man. And listen, at the beginning of the season, he
Mike got to the point where he don't even want to hear
Mike, let him finish, bro. Just let him finish, bro.
Mike got to shank your ass.
He went from a third.
Mike, let that man talk about the mailman like that.
He went from a third string QB at the beginning of the season.
We're having technical difficulties. Just don't mind that.
To a national champion at the end of the season.
Oh my gosh.
I guess Mike said he getting back at his ass for all them damn jokes he was cracking on him.
I told you to gave Mike a headache. Mike don't want to hear about it.
You tell me what quarterback went from a third string at the beginning of the season.
I'll tell you right now.
This man, you are an asshole, Mike. I'm gonna remember this day, Mike. I'll remember this day. I got
for all y'all that coming on here next. Don't talk about the quarterback.
Please don't. Y'all don't give Mike too many gray hairs. Please don't do it.
Right.
We're gonna make a goddamn rant the next day about this shit. Please don't do it.
Bruh. You about to make everybody famous with that shit, but that shit, boy, I'm done.
I'm having no conversation about a damn 5 foot
A national champion. That's who we're talking about, sir.
Don't make this man rant about the quarterback. Please
He
don't.
went from a third stringer to a national champion.
See, I told you.
So did everybody else.
Oh my God.
Better than Tim Tebow. Better than Cam Newton. Better than Bryce Young.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck? Hold on. Wait. Say that one more time.
I was bullshitting right there. I ain't gonna lie. I was bullshitting.
Okay, I had to make sure you was not smoking cocaine. Just
but everything else I said, hey, that's facts.
Ooh, shit.
Here cocaine.
Oh my God.
He's still short as a motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell you.
All right, go ahead.
The little quarterback that could.
We done on the show. We not gonna have no show about no Stetson Bennett.
You know, that's a great idea. We need to have a show dedicated to.
I just want to say this. Y'all got to stop acting like y'all tall too, bro. We ain't all tall now. I'm 5'10".
I'm 6'1". Bullshit. My dog taller than Stetson Bennett.
Hey, I'm 5'11". So
if she going between my goddamn knees, that's a problem.
I don't like the man, but we ain't finna stop talking about the short kings like that.
But look though, we really ain't short. We don't need to stand on nobody's shoulders to throw a football.
God,
why y'all do that, man, like that?
We should have a show about Stetson Bennett and cut him off. Oh my God.
Hey, K-Styles, are you the co-host? Is there any way you can unmute me? Because this man just gonna keep me.
I can unmute you, but he can mute you too now. So
well, every time he mute me, I need you to unmute me, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey,
This foolishness
Stop bringing up Frodo Baggins and he won't mute you.
Right. Okay, man. Somebody hurry up and get to their final words before I dive laughter over here.
Oh, we skipping over Mike. We skipping over Mike tonight. You can go ahead and close the show.
I mean, I ain't got a problem with use that name. That's all.
I'm remember this day, Mike. It's all right.
Hold on. Tyrone, what you got, man?
We talk about Stetson Bennett.
Yes, the national champion. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here we go. Muted that fast. I just said his name. I can't say it.
We talking about.
I told y'all, can y'all stop before Mike go on a rant tomorrow about this shit?
Hey, look.
I brought Ho-J Simpson up here.
Look, I'm not gonna say anything to make Mike mad. I'm probably gonna piss ATM off more than anybody. If we gonna talk about damn third string quarterbacks coming off the bench to start, we're not gonna put Stetson Bennett in that conversation. He is not. He is Rudy. He literally got a Rudy role. Let's be honest. Last year he was literally Rudy. That man was Rudy last year. He just thank God he got a chance. Because he really and truly, I would never have thought Stetson was going to start last year. He won a national championship. Congrats. But he is definitely
Repeat that one more time. Repeat that for Mike. Repeat it for Mike. Just repeat it. Repeat it for Mike one more time. Repeat it for Mike one more time. I need you to repeat that. Just repeat that one part.
Please mute him.
Why? AK Styles, unmute me if I get muted.
How many of y'all have actually seen Rudy? I had to be forced to watch that in class, by the way.
I had to watch it in class. I had to watch it in class.
Don't remind me, because
please don't.
They had to play against that. That was the Rudy game was against Georgia Tech. So yeah, I know.
Was he good? K-Styles, was he good?
Rudy in school, and I had to.
Man, this dude played one play.
I'm dying over here.
One play.
I'm glad I missed it.
He called that one pass.
One play.
Hey, if Bubba Gump's in here, I just want to tell him that he's smoking on some. I don't know what he came in the Discord chat and said Georgia Tech was going to be ranked top 10. I don't even know where that came from. That was at like 10 o'clock this morning. I don't know if he had woke up, didn't have his coffee. That was the craziest thing I've heard.
Well, damn, K-Styles.
In basketball?
No, he said football.
Yeah.
Nah, even
He
I
talking
wouldn't
some
go.
strong stuff.
Look, even I wouldn't go that damn far. Not yet, anyway.
Wow.
Oh man.
So we still try to get. Like I said, the problem with Georgia Tech is the fact that our defense was made of nothing but corners and safeties. Our linebackers were 205 pounds, nigga. Who stopped?
Well, you
and y'all need a quarterback like the mailman too. Y'all ain't got the mailman. You know what I'm saying?
That's disrespectful as a mother. That's so goddamn disrespectful.
Well, I would take, but
please mute
hell
this
no.
nigga, please.
Hey, no way. We good. We good.
Oh my gosh. No, I do want to say, first off, Henson Hooker is hilarious. Somebody said tank for Henson Hooker. He's got to be the worst quarterback in the SEC.
They want to tank for a hooker?
Man, listen, if we gonna tank, we got to tank for the mailman, man.
Get the fuck off the show. Get the fuck off the show. I'm going to just help Mike out. Get your ass off the show.
If Stetson goes in the first round next year, I will run, I will run around with my shirt on.
I
will cut all my locks off if that shit happens.
Let me tell you something. If Stetson goes,
well, I guess he ain't getting no.
If he go first round. All y'all got to give him his.
Just
okay, Bree.
Y'all got to give that man his props.
Just give up. Just give up.
Give up, bro. Go in the towel.
So funny, bro.
I don't have a loser mentality.
Pineapples. Somebody tell this man pineapple.
I ain't the Black and Mild crew.
Oh my god.
I'm like John Cena. I never give up.
Chase out, send this man a text and tell him to quit.
Hey, bro, ATL, bro, please, for the love of God, man.
Somebody please put some duct tape over his mouth, please.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my
Keyshawn,
god.
please don't ask this. Please don't ask that question. Good Lord. He said, would you rather have Stetson Bennett or Keydon Slovis?
Stetson Bennett.
Not Cleophas. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh my god.
No, we're going to get a Mad Mike rant about you know who.
Exactly.
We're going to get a rant about you know who.
You know what's going to happen? ATM, since you want to talk about Stetson so much, I'm going to let you come on the show. I'm going to let you come on. I'm going to give you a whole episode to talk about Stetson Bennett. So you can get it out your system.
Man, Mike gonna come on there too. I'm telling you, man, Mike will be on the show waiting.
He gonna find a way to mute his ass. Don't do it. It's a setup. Don't do it.
He gonna come right on my show. I'm gonna let him sit there and talk about Stetson. Now, Mike come in there.
But listen, Tyrone, before you had joined, Mike brought. Well, I don't know if it was Case out somebody. They brought up the idea of having a show dedicated to Stetson.
Oh,
shit.
Got him.
And that's a very good idea.
Oh,
no, the fuck it ain't.
It's really not. You gonna make people think I'm a Stetson Bennett lover, and I can't have that.
And guess what? His brother at the school too. He on the team too.
Ain't no damn surprise in that shit. He's the fourth. What is it? Stetson Bennett the seventh? That's his.
The ninth.
The Bennett legacy lives on.
He plays linebacker. He's 202 pounds. I don't want to hear about no Bennett legacy lives on.
He gonna be the best line.
Thank you, please. That man is 202 pounds. I don't want to hear nothing about.
Man, that dude went to the university. Man, his family legacy go all the way back to the Revolutionary War, nigga. At University.
This should go all the way back to World War II. That's how far that shit go back.
But no, he might be at the Civil War at this point. As soon as the school opened, it was Bennett there.
His whole family fought for the Confederacy.
His whole
God damn.
Wow.
Absolutely. They were holding the flag and everything, huh?
I mean, would you trust a quarterback whose name is the fourth or fifth of anything in their whole family is a
Hell no.
generation?
No. Hell
They
no.
all short. They all short.
Oh man, hey. Okay, ATM, are you gonna be good and just don't say Stetson's name, please?
No, the fuck
Warriors
you
up
ain't.
2-0.
Don't say his
Warriors up
name.
2-0.
You talking about the national champion, right?
Oh my God.
He didn't say his name.
The
I get
mailman.
that.
The UGA legend.
Okay, now you got your ass. So he literally said Stetson Bennett is a legendary player. Georgia. We gonna end the show on that.
Bennett for Heisman this season too.
No, he is not. He's
Nah,
a
he's trying to get slapped.
300. He is plus 300. He is nowhere near ranked to be nowhere near Heisman. He is a plus 300. He is
He
not
beat the Heisman in the national championship.
Guys, they talking about the Cologne.
Look, okay, ATM.
He beat Bryce Young.
ATM. I want to see a ticket tomorrow with you putting $1,000 on Stetson Bennett winning the Heisman. If you got all this faith in Stetson, I want to see a ticket on Twitter with you putting $1,000 on him winning the Heisman.
I ain't putting $1,000 on the game.
See?
Oh boy.
I ain't doing that. I ain't putting $1,000 on the game either. You got me all the way fucked up. I ain't putting it.
I'm about to put this $1,000 on the Falcons winning more than 5 games. That's what I'm about to do.
Hey, there you go.
Exactly.
I don't know. Y'all talking about the cologne for about 10 minutes. I don't know if y'all talking about the cologne or Bennett.
That's what I'm saying. You
I don't know who y'all talking about.
No, not you.
I'm about to put $1,000 on the Falcons winning over 5 games, baby. Them odds is nice.
Them odds is amazing.
Exactly.
I don't know about no Stetson or whatever cologne, obsession or whatever.
Obsession.
Don't
disrespect the mailman like
name
that.
is he who shall not be named.
Don't disrespect the mailman like that.
Y'all going back to cool water.
Boy, Stetson's whole legacy go back to where the United States was only 13 states.
That's
Damn.
a goddamn shame.
That's
a goddamn
colonies.
shame.
Funny.
Boy, man, we appreciate everybody tuning in, man. That shit was just funny as hell, man. Hey Tim, I appreciate the laugh, boy. You and Mike, boy, y'all gave it to me.
Ain't did nothing.
Him and Mike are
So
undefeated, bro.
the University of Georgia opened in 1785. I'm pretty sure we can find Stetson great granddaddy.
You had to look it up.
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
He was the first student.
If he really was the first student, I'ma hang the fuck up. I swear to God, I'ma hang up.
Look, you probably go look at some class. Look, it's Georgia got history. You probably go look at it. You might find it. You might find that post-its in the.
Well, remove his ass from history. History can change, goddamn. Remove that motherfucker from history.
He was probably the dean of the school.
Nah, hell no.
Hell no, he was the dean, the janitor, the first teacher,
the gardener,
the
social worker.
That was back then when University of Georgia had 3 students.
They ain't even had football helmets. All they stuff was leather.
Hell no.
They just cut the ass off of a dog and put it on their head.
Wow.
And on that note, good night.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Shit.
My head hurt. God damn. I'm surprised I ain't fall over the damn bed dying. Good God.
That man said they cut a dog's ass off and put it on their head.
Not the dog's ass. God.
I hate to see the football.
That's what Mike look like when he be having that black Scully on all the time.
You about to get your ass whooped. You about to get your ass whooped from that nigga. He really about to jump your ass.
When Mike pop up at his front door tomorrow, he gonna be like, "What the hell?" He gonna be looking like, "Who is this?"
Mike gonna be on his rant at the front door.
Hey, look. This boy said Tyranna Stetson back.
He ain't even that big to be called Tyranna.
Nah,
and the T-Rex was my favorite damn dinosaur. Hell no.
He said he built like a centipede.
Hell no. Oh shit.
Devontae, do not come in. Wait, Devontae, do not come in here and start calling Mike that. Please do not. That is not what we calling Mike. That is not what we calling this man.
That boy built like a water bear. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's funny.
Oh, I just seen what Devontae said. We are not I ain't calling Mike that. No, sir. Hell no.
Okay. All right, man. Hey, man, shit. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. I told you this is Friday Night Madness for a reason, boy. Y'all just caught a whole 45 to an hour of nothing but madness going on here. So until next time, man, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't gotta go home,
but you gotta get the hell up.
And he stole the outro. Yeah, he stole the outro. Oh my
God! We all gonna see a Mad Mike rank, everybody.
I got muted on the outro. Wow!
He stole the outro.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I let him say the outro, but Mike just gonna mute him just because.
Long live Stetson Bennett for that, then. Long live Stetson.
Oh my gosh!
He about to kick your ass off this stream. Goddamn it!
Hold on. Stetson Bennett ain't shit.
The devil is a lie.
You're right, because Stetson Bennett ain't shit.
Lies.
Stetson Bennett gonna play in the Fan Control Football League next year.
Stetson Bennett gonna play for the
Stetson Bennett, the truth.
He gonna play in the Arena Football League.
Stetson Bennett gonna be the head water boy.
He gonna play in the NFL.
Stetson Bennett gonna play bench row number left to the left.
He's gonna be the new water boy. Water boy number 2.
Then he gonna play the NFL run. All right, he gonna play the league called No Football Left.
Stetson gonna play in preseason to get cut by week 2.
Stetson Bennett gonna be the jock strap collector.
Damn. Not a jock strap.
The man said jock strap. Damn.
Not the jock strap. God damn. Dude, just shit his whole legacy.
Stetson Bennett gonna be in the USFL next year.
Man, fuck all that. Let him be the quarterback for New Orleans. Let him be the quarterback for New Orleans.
Hell no, then I'm gonna have to hate him. No. Hell no.
Nah, you're right. Let him be the quarterback for New Orleans.
Hell
no. Be the quarterback for New Orleans.
No.
I guess he gonna stay on James
I'm already upset that I gotta see Jordan Davis and the Kobe Dean in the Eagles uniform. They don't even look right in that, man. In that doo-doo green, man.
All
right, y'all, man. Deuces, man. Shit, what the fuck?